Top of the top. TGIF, we up. It's Friday, y'all. We are back. Let's go. Y'all waited long enough. Had to put it together. Let's go. What's up? Shout out to everybody that's up. What's up, y'all? Intro. What's up, Dramatic? Everything timestamp. What's up, Jay Boner? What's up? Shout out to all the members. Shout out to everybody that's tapped. All the subscribers. What's up, y'all? Carmen. Good morning. Keisha. Good morning. What's up, Heather? Y'all know what time it is. Friday, so y'all know we do it. Y'all know what's going down today. All right. Y'all know what's going on with that members only. Yeah, yeah. Y'all know what's up. Y'all watch for the notification. What's up? What's up, Positive Vibe? What's up, Tiger? What's up? What's up, Angel? What's up? All right, y'all, we're going to get into it. I'm going to holler at y'all. What up, QB? I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all know how we do. All right. Just seeing what Kim Porter grandmother just passed away. So y'all see, it's a lot of stuff. Boom. Being that we were just talking about his kids and people going to check on Diddy kids. We were just talking about that. So you see those kids taking a lot of losses. I think Diddy mother watching them now, so I don't know. Something happened to Janice, ain't no telling what's happening to them kids. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that. Jay-Z lawyer, he said something. Ain't about nothing. What's up, y'all? What else? Young Thug, stupid ass, almost went back to jail. Yes. Deion Sanders, his son, Coach Prime, his son got repo, his son in debt. We were just talking about these celebrities, kids be dumb. Yes, they be dumb. Your parents rich. You might not never in your life open up a book, y'all. Straight up. What's up, ye son? What's up? What's up, Tiger? What's up? Intro. Everything be timestamp. What else we gonna be talking about? We're gonna do an update on those tariffs. Yeah, they got everything shaking up, man. Like I said, hope people should, you gotta get what you gotta get. But anyway, man, we'll talk about that later. Other than that, we're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna go back into some stuff. We up. All right. I see y'all. What up, Ty Deuce? What up, Sam? What's up? Well, shout out to the bros, man. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's up, JJ? What's up, Jamal? All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all see, man. Y'all see how things going. Let's go. All right, we're back. We're back. Kim Porter grandmother passes. Since this fool been in jail, Quincy Jones passed away. Quincy Jones passed on his birthday. Everybody from this man's legacy, family damn near passed away except for the kids. They gonna be the only ones left. So we seeing how this whole thing going. All right. Like I said, y'all, it's mainly gonna be nothing but bad dog news. Yeah. So I don't understand how Coach Prime, how his son getting repoed. His other son is up for the draft. His son's supposed to be number one, but he's not going to be number one because his son was being arrogant. Yes. His son was talking. There's a lot of stuff going on. That's why that whole thing I was talking about with the so-called athlete, they're not making them number one because if they're number one, they got to pay him a lot of money. So Deion Sanders' son, he was supposed to be number one, but he's not going to get drafted number one. Because they're making to prove a point to Deion and his son that y'all not that important. We're going to get into that. Yeah, so his son is in debt. We're gonna talk about that. Because like I said, it all ties into things coming to an end for them celebrities. So Deion Sanders, Coach Prime was probably taking care of his son. But when things got tight, he couldn't do it no more. Because Coach Prime was working for the NFL Network. The thing with Coach Prime already cooked him already because he got his clout up off teaching that team that was in Jackson, Mississippi. Long story short, the place that had the dirty water. He was down there when they had the dirty, muddy water. He got his clout up off teaching that team at the HBCU, and then he left their ass, and that's what happened. And they said they was practicing. They was, put it like this, y'all. They was staying in hotels. They barely had AC. They had to wash up out of water bottles. All that was going on when Deion Sanders was down there. Yeah. And when Brett Favre got in trouble for that money, all that was going on down there. Then when it was all over with, Brett Favre case came to an end. Deion Sanders, he got up out of there. And them kids, we don't know what happened. I don't even know if Jackson still got dirty water. I don't know nothing. But yes, Coach Prime, he used those boys down there to get his clout up. Yeah. So he thought he was going to use that clout and run shit, but we'll get into that, man. All right, we just talking about all they damn downfall. Because reason why I say that Deion Sanders was nothing but a fake ass MC Hammer. Another thing is, I already proved how Diddy, he got a lot of his juice from MC Hammer. Why I say that? Because MC Hammer had popped up, and I said, yo, let me talk back about MC Hammer, what people didn't get. Even though MC Hammer ran through 70 million in about 5 years, he says he wouldn't change one thing. Now, this is something I learned about him a while ago when I put it together as I got grown. What people didn't get about Hammer, remember when MC Hammer was a joke? He was the poster child for being broke, a clown, blowing your money, all that. Sidebar, how many I remember also when MC Hammer had beef with Jay-Z and called Jay-Z out, and Jay-Z didn't want no smoke? All right, that's a sidebar. Now, the reason why Hammer blew all that money, because he knew what was going on. Hammer knew he had sold his soul. He knew what was about to go down in that game. He knew a lot. You're also going to see Hammer was with Death Row before a lot of stuff happened. Hammer got up out of there, and Hammer was good after that. See, Hammer was the one that, remember, his humiliation was he's supposed to be the dummy that blew his money. But really, Hammer was the smart one because he blew all that money, had a lot of fun, and then after that, he got out the game. You see, Hammer still living, right? No, Hammer was smart, y'all. Hammer checked out early, y'all. He just did it his way. He blew his money. He blew that shit. You know what I'm saying? He made himself worthless. And that's what he did. All right, that's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. What's up? All right, let's go. Just to show y'all, Hammer is one of the first rap superstars, like, to another level. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, Diddy got something swag from Mr. Hammer. Don't get it twisted. You'll see it right here. You'll see it. Yeah. Jay-Z took a little bit from Hammer. Yes, he did. And Diddy did. Because when you look at when Diddy came out and Jay-Z was trying to get their record deal in the early 90s, that's when Hammer was a superstar. When Father MC and Diddy was together, all that Heavy D, people forget MC Hammer was bigger than Heavy D and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. A lot of stuff is taken from Hammer, y'all. But that's why Diddy was a dancer, because that's when dancing was popping. But my point is, he blew 70 million, but that was his way of getting out the game. All right, so let's go. Now, remember, I was talking about this idiot the other day. I forgot to load the picture up. Here's the proof that Kodak was caught many a time straight junkie. This when you on uppers and downers at the same time, and one eye be open, one eye be closed. All right? This fool was on uppers and downers at the same time. One side of him was up, the other side wanted to go to sleep. All right? I saw people like this in real life, so I know what he's doing. Yeah, just to show you, man. All right, what else? Yes, it's a fact. Sean Kingston was in court crying like a bitch. Yes, he was. He was crying. His mother is 62 years old, y'all. She's going to jail. The thing is, like I said, this fool on house arrest, his mother in jail. He's supposed to reverse that. His mother going to pass away in jail probably, y'all. This what else I found out about his mother. His mother been a career scammer. His mother been caught for scamming. His mother been federal. Yes, she was. She probably got him the deal. Yes. Yes. His mother is a all-time scammer. Yes, she is, y'all. So you see, it's not just them. This is the only celebrity you know about, right? Like I said, it's a lot y'all know about, we know about, but you got so many that's broke that we don't know about. They're going to be getting arrested soon. A lot of them going to be getting caught for scamming. Then we see a few of them get doing PPP loans. Then a few of them go to jail. A few of them had to kick up. Pretty Ricky, right? All right. So yeah, y'all watching the remember, y'all watch all the movies. You know the R&B ones, they get it the worst. Watch why fools fall in love. Watch what happened to Frankie Lyman. He's gonna turn into a dope head. Just watch every single one. Ray turn into a dope head. Just watch every one. The R&B, they always gonna end up bad and broke every time, y'all. And it seemed like when you really check it out, it's like, check it out, y'all. It's like the bigger they hit, the more they be broke. Then it'll be the ones that didn't really get that big. They the ones still be all right a little bit. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say this thing be mental. It's mental. There's many celebrities that been fell off, rappers, but they ain't gonna be this low where they so low they get them and their mother locked up. Because they trying to keep that clout, y'all. That all this is based on him not accepting the fact that his time was up in that game. That's all this was about. They want to keep it going, y'all. They could have been downgraded, been living a regular life. They was renting out luxury mattresses. Remember, I was just talking about that. They got mattresses that cost $3 grand. They were getting luxury mattresses, not paying, scamming. They were going to the jewelers, scamming jewelry. They was using their celebrity status to get everything they needed, but the whole time what made them scammers because they wasn't celebrities no more, y'all. And they were using their celebrity as a scam. You get what I'm saying? That's what they was doing. I'm Sean Kingston. Let me get that. He getting all this stuff. They don't want to pay it back. Then on top of that, his mother's a finesse with them checks and all that. So she knew how to make it look like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff was legit. Car, all that, yes. She's 62 years old, y'all. Her ass is done. You know what's going to happen to her. So you see the pattern, y'all. Diddy in jail. Sean Kingston locked up, mother. All right, y'all see the pattern. You're actually seeing what happened to all of your celebrities, all right? Hammer got out. He checked out. He went out his way. What? He blew his money. Y'all watching Kodak Black go out. Last time we checked Kodak Black, I think he was down to like $2 million, y'all. Yes. He's definitely going, bro. He's finished, y'all. He's a junkie already. He's done. Y'all watching people right in your face. No, this how it's going. It's how it ends for all of them. So then ask yourself a question. Damn, out of all this time went past, now we hear, like I said, all them in trouble now. No, because every last one of y'all celebrities it's gonna end bad for them. Some kind of way. They're gonna get tarnished. So we just looking at this ain't no mistake. Let's go. Diddy's children mourn major death in the family amid his incarceration for sex trafficking. So we already know his kids are not normal. We already know this right here gonna make them not normal at all because people don't be like check, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't got none of their parents. And like I said, I don't feel sorry for them. They doing better than all of us. But the truth is they don't have no parents. You know what I'm saying? Mom, dad, father in jail. So you already know them kids gonna have all type of mental issues, trauma, all type of stuff, y'all. That's why I say this whole stuff is weird for real. But it's also showing a lot because, like I said, it was a lot of stereotypes and narratives on people that didn't have both parents, narratives on people that grew up poor. But we're watching a family that had everything, y'all. And look how it's ending. It's ending bad. I think this is also showing us the importance of family and also showing us that money means nothing. Now, also, when I talk about family, in my opinion, y'all, the real family is the family you create. That's how I look at family. Whatever family you create, that's your family. I don't look at it just because I'm born with these people, they my family. I don't look at it like that no more. I look at, according to how it's really supposed to be, your family is the family you create that come from you. You know what I'm saying? So we're watching something how he's supposed to have been a billionaire with all this money, perfect life, family, but look at his family structure. In reality, he has no family structure. They have no family structure, y'all. They have nothing. You're seeing it right now. So that's why I say everybody's getting a look at this insight. Even I'm learning off this stuff like, yo, this shows everybody, yo, everything you might have been pursuing your whole life financially, it's showing you, man. Whatever you're going to get, you're going to get it. Whatever you're going to have it. But you watching what happens when your whole life is dedicated to this so-called money thing and this fantasy of being so rich and everything going to be straight. We watching it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if somebody asked Diddy right now if he'd rather be home with everybody and never was a billionaire, which one he choose? If he could have just been, you know what I'm saying? No, they don't know how to just have $10 million. Like I said, I can have $10 million just live in a regular crib, y'all. 5-bedroom house. Just give me some land. Give me a 5-bedroom house with a lot of land, and I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Trust me on that. All right? Yup. My land had everything on my land. My plane can land, everything. The airport, all that, everything. You know what I'm saying? Office, straight. Meaning they're always taking losses. So who knows? Granny could have been heartbroken. Who knows? She had to watch all this stuff. Remember, older people, some people can't take all this trauma. She had to watch it. She probably could have been stressing those kids. You know how it go. See, she passed away. Even though, they said she was 93, but there's a lot of drama going on in this world, man. And I'm pretty sure she probably worried about a lot of stuff. So also, in a normal situation, them kids would have been taken. You know what I'm saying? And I never understood the fact, how the hell was he allowed to watch? He had all the kids with no moms around. I was like, damn, he got all the kids. Yeah. So we already assumed something wrong with Quincy in the head. His daddy, Albie Shaw, is a punk. His daddy, Albie Shaw, named him after Quincy Jones. So a lot of us already know Diddy don't respect Albie. He didn't respect Albie Shaw. So you're gonna see, like, y'all, it's weird now, because only reason why it's weird because his family is deteriorating now. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to when we was talking about that phone conversation, and I had a feeling that once it was acknowledged that nobody looked out for his family, that this was personal. And not only that, that's why people was going on. It's like, okay, it's about to go to trial, y'all. Button's about to get pushed. This is my point. I'm looking at it like this. If this fool is trying to come home, I think right now it's his time. He's going to try to come home. I think he's going to unleash all his cars to try to come home, which means I think a lot of people ass going down. That's what I think. I think nobody's getting spared, y'all. That's what I think. I think a lot of that shit was a test to see who was going to ride with him. And that's what I think. Now, on top of this probably make it worse. See, this probably make it worse. Because now he's going to be thinking about the kids and how they going to, you know what I'm saying? Watch. This is what happening, man. It's going. I think like people like put it like this. This just Kim Porter grandmother, and I know some people probably look at it like it ain't nothing, but it all goes with it. Cause you know when you locked up in a cell, it hits harder. So when he in the cell, he probably gonna be thinking about how all his whole life deteriorating. He probably gonna think about them kids. Yeah. Yup. So like I said, punk ass Albie Shaw. He ain't care about his son. He ain't care about his son because he didn't go hard to get his son back. We actually watched Diddy turn his son into a dunce, made him stand in the corner with a dunce hat on. And I still don't know to this day why they be dragging Quincy like that. But Albie Shaw is a punk. All right. Will Smith stole Quincy Jones from his ass. Albie Shaw was his favorite. Quincy Jones got Albie Shaw to replace Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson cut his ass off. Yeah, Michael Jackson told Quincy, you too old, you ain't got it no more. So he got mad and went and got Albie Shaw and put his own little team together. Will, he was trying to prove a point to Michael Jackson, y'all. When Quincy fell out with Michael Jackson, y'all, his whole life was dedicated to proving a point to Michael Jackson. And he held a grudge against Michael Jackson to the day he died. We already went through that. We already went through how damn near every bad thing or slander you heard on Michael Jackson was started by Quincy Jones, man. He the one spread the rumor that Joe used to beat the crap out of him and torture him and all that. He spread that rumor. Joe Jackson said he was just disciplining his son like every other parent. Quincy was a bitch. He never got disciplined, so he tried to make it real extra. You know them little sissy boys that couldn't, they never got beat with a belt or they couldn't take it. They're the ones there to say that's abuse. Yeah. Anyway, Quincy Jones spread all the rumors on Mike, y'all. He also spread the rumors on Mike about Michael Jackson was trying to turn white, even though it already is proven Michael Jackson really did have, what's that called? Virago, something like that. His son got it. His son Blanket got it. Quincy lied on him. He slandered the shit out of Michael his whole life, y'all. He did. It was his ass because he controlled media. Y'all forget that. Being that Quincy controlled media, y'all, in this industry, guess who he taught it to? Diddy, Jay-Z. Quincy Jones showed them how to control black reality by controlling the media, y'all. Quincy Jones controlled our fucking reality, y'all. That's why they was able to make us hate people or turn against people whenever they wanted to. They was able to make us like people or turn against people whenever they wanted to, because if this is how it always been. If Quincy ain't like him, you better not like him. If he like him, you better like him. Then it's the same thing that he got taught down to Jay-Z and the rest of them. Then it went to LeBron. The media game, y'all, the media. Media must always be controlled because that is the reality. So that's why I say a lot of people you'll see throughout the years, they don't like these people. Like it got to the point like that. When you say you don't like nobody or you like somebody, I can tell who you under. That's just how I go. Because I started to peep how this shit started to form nations. It started with the Big and Pop. People that was down with the Pop side, and then people chose the Biggie side. I was able to tell who. It always been like, it's always like that, y'all. So you're going to see it's always this thing where you got to choose. But Quincy Jones and them started that through media. They started all that. You're going to choose. All right? That's it. Your whole life been about choices, but it's been people controlling the choices. So that's why I say, boom. What we're also watching, y'all, like I said, we're watching a dirty-ass game that got passed down throughout generations. We're also going to focus on today the main objective. What? It is the dirty CEOs, the dirty executives, the dirty, perverted executives. You look at Quincy Jones, right? You already know he's a perverted weirdo. He's the type of man, if I came in office, he's going to try to grope me, do something. He's a weirdo, all right? He's going to try to take me shopping. He's a weirdo, all right? That is how the guys are that cuts the checks. Those are how the guys are that cut the check. People didn't understand how this game worked. No, the only reason why it's different because we came in the gangster era and we were used to everybody playing a tough role. Back in the days of the industry, they didn't play tough roles. The executive was who he was. Everybody who was who they was. When gangster rap became popular, the CEOs, the rappers, everybody started to act tough. Then you started to get your gangster CEO, Sugeknight, your gangster CEO, Puffy. There was no such thing as a gangster CEO, y'all. They all were flowers. And those flowers, before they cut the check, you're going to be a flower. It's been like that. It comes from him. That's why we got to talk about this, because we talking about Diddy in jail, Jay-Z, all this shit. It comes from the executives. Because we're going to talk about some more executives today, too. Yeah. For people that don't get it, it's the executives. So the torch got passed to him. Now, this is the difference. Quincy Jones in them era, y'all, they was able to get away with everything. Y'all remember back in their time was no such thing as trafficking. It was no such thing as cameras. It was no such thing as getting in trouble for touching on people back in their time, y'all. So you got to imagine all the stuff they were able to do for years and years. I'm talking about Quincy been around from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Get it? Still kept going. No, they was, and not just him, all other executives, Mr. Clyde, all of them. So you got to understand, them fools, they never stopped, y'all. And everybody that came in the game, they was having their fun with them, and they were giving them checks. Y'all see what happened to Tevin Campbell? No, y'all, it's a breeding system. It's what we be talking about. It's called an industry because it's a breeding system. Then you seen Will Smith first movie is what? Okay. Then you see he became the Fresh Prince Air because he got that clout, right? Then you're going to see on the other hand, when Quincy was done with Al B. Shaw, his ass was finished because he got blackballed. So I'm sticking to the script right now of the executive, the CEO that controls it. He's the one that works for the powers that be. Powers that be, call him up. He knows what has to be done. All right? So remember when he was talking about it's a system, and I said, no, Diddy ain't start none of this. It's a system. It was passed to him. He's the first one. He was Diddy before Diddy. All right? Period, y'all. That's what the only difference is then, those guys like Quincy Jones, the reason why they were serpents because they're slick finesses, like they're going to play the role of that father, that uncle. They're going to show you all this love, how much they love you, but the whole time they want to hug on you. And you understand? You want to give that, you want to act like he your fucking parent, but the whole time, no. See what I'm saying? That's what happened. So as it got, what I'm saying is this, their generation got away with it. His generation, he had to be the one to go to jail for it. So just the truth. The truth is, y'all, Diddy is the scapegoat for every single executive that been doing this shit throughout the decades to your people. You know what I'm saying? Is that they made this generation pay the price. Russell, Kevin, him. See, they made their generation pay the price. Meanwhile, all the other executives for all these decades was doing all this same shit, but even way, 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 way worse. Yup. So this also is the proof is over. They made him wear the face of all the Geppetto behavior. So just think about every Geppetto that was in the industry that got away with it. They're able to sit back like this and know for a fact they got away with a lot. And that's why I say, a lot of people, that you got to remember that. So you got to look at all the people that was doing it. They're able to sit back and look at Diddy like, glad it ain't me. You see what I'm saying? Because meanwhile, if Quincy just died. So that means the truth is he was still living, which means what? Quincy got away with shit for decades. And a whole lot others did. Yeah. So that's why I say I look at this from many different angles. I look at all the people that got away with what he did, still watching this thing play out. And I look at all the rappers that's all wrapped up in this stuff. All the other celebrities. Because I know they had them people on mind altering drugs, y'all. See, when he was telling them to do stuff, what people don't get, they were He would tell them to do stuff, but they were already on mind-altering drugs, y'all. Yes. These fools running systems. It's a party, but see, you coming in at 11, 10, 12, but by the time it's 3, 4, 5 a.m. and you on that other stuff, that's when they're going to have you doing that weird stuff. Yeah. And yeah. All right. Now, remember what I was saying? I said when we really pay attention, we really don't have proof with a lot of stuff. Let's just check this out. Exclusive. What's going on behind the scenes with Diddy's lawyers that could lead to a dramatic trial twist? Y'all already know what we've been talking about. Some people think he's going to get a pardon. Some people think house arrest. Some people think he's not really going to get fried like that because a lot of his allegations, a lot of his lawsuits. So y'all seeing this? You saw what he say, y'all? I'll keep going back to that point when he spoke to Kanye on that phone. What he say? When I come home, right? He said, when I come home. And I kept stressing that fact. That fool did not say, I might. He said, when I come home. Then after that, we start seeing all this new stuff. Kanye riding on the ass saying FJZ, not Jay-Z and something. Because I know the truth. The truth is, in my opinion, whatever they're going to charge, whatever the situation is, if it is said that this guy Diddy knows a lot about a lot of dirt, and if it's said he had a lot of people doing dirt, I know he got get out of jail free cards. Monopoly. I know he got some stuff to get. Trust me, man. And I also know Nino Brown, somebody else gonna go down. Gotta be. It don't make no sense. I've been watching this. You know what I'm saying? So, hold up. What's up? Whole scene to back then. Remember, he said, grab him by the. Yeah, that's what they was doing back then. That's what they all was doing. That's what they all was doing. They all freaky. That's right. That's right. All you got to do is know the culture of Rome, y'all. It ain't nothing spectacular. Like I said, y'all, a lot of us, we've been late. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, y'all. Like I say, pick one. You could talk about Don. Pick one. Don't matter, y'all. They deal with the ways of Rome. When you learn the ways of Rome, you'll know what it is. So I say, I'm not getting into some of that shit. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It's basic elementary, y'all. It's all of them, y'all. All right? We're watching a lifestyle and a culture that's going for thousands of years. It's just that to prove that we're late, it's 2025, and a lot of y'all are just waking up to the world you always been in and wrapped up in and praised in. You get it? That's what this country is, y'all. That's what that money in your pocket is. That's what everything you do. When you see at your address, where you think an address come from? Huh? When I tell you learn about this real world, you learn about this country, telling y'all, you'll start understanding the world, man, and stop trying to prove points. Trust me on that, y'all. Trust me on that. It's time to grow up, man. This whole world we raised in, this whole world we born in is backwards. We all born in sin. Didn't you hear that? We all born in, yeah, filth, dirt. Huh? Some kind of way. Whether it's your family. The thing is, who you going to be and what you going to do. So I keep telling y'all, man. See? We can shout out all day how dirty everybody is. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Everybody's dirty if their ass don't get clean. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to just show y'all, right? That shit old school, y'all. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. All right? The only way you're going to be clean is we can't do nothing. We ain't supposed to be on this internet. We ain't supposed to be doing none of this technology shit, hypocrite ass. We talk shit all day. We on Bill Gates shit. We on all this shit. That's why I say people got to shut up with all that dumb shit now, y'all. Know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all what this shit is up to, man. Trust me on that. Only thing you got to do now is just get smarter. That's it. It's about getting smarter. All right? If I ask you what's going to happen in July, you got to be able to tell me that. That's what matters. Let's go. So like I said, I'm watching the script because I know when this is over, this is going to define what's next. That's why I be talking about this shit. You see what I'm saying? I don't talk about this shit to talk about no topics, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, the music is the soundtrack to your life. So when I watched The Billionaire from when I was a teenager, he was nothing. I watched him rise to become something, and now watching him fall. And I also know he's a timestamp. He's a marker of a generation, of a period, of a certain level of success, a certain level of greatness, right? A certain level of influence that has passed. So I understand when this is over, something else is going to evolve out of this because that's how it goes. See, some people going to look at it and they're going to be hurt and they want to cry because rap music is dead. But see, people that know about shit rising from the dead, they already know something good going to come out of this. All right? That's just what it is, y'all. It's called science. It's called science. Something good going to come out of this. How you going to put new clothes in your closet when you got all that trash and you hoard dirt? That's how it works. Some people hoard trash. Some people hoard antiques. Some people hoard classics. Some people hoard valuables. It's different things. But you cannot move forward until you get rid of the trash. See? We're not in the days no more of screaming out how dirty somebody else's yard is. I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit ain't about that no more. If y'all shit dirty, that's on you. If you got shit stains in your drawers, too bad, that's on you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. All right? Let's go. Same way, lady, you have an accident. I don't want to know. You feel me? You have an accident with that. I don't want to hear about that. Let's go. Nah, we talk about everything. Oh, yeah, something else. Like somebody, shout out to the new people, though. There's a certain regulation around here, right? Like yesterday, somebody in the chat, I know who said it. I ain't going to say their name. It was like, yo, why you don't say them about, y'all saying them this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. Guess what? I'm going to tell you this last time. You knew. I done said everything already. I done said shit years ago. I didn't do over 1,000 episodes for nothing. I done said every goddamn thing you could think of in your peanut brain. I swear to God. Now, just because I don't say something during an episode don't mean I ain't say it already. So I'm trying to tell you, the days you coming in people chat saying, well, what about this? Why you ain't saying about that? Why you ain't say? Do you know how stupid you gonna sound if you fucking late? If I done said this shit 1,000 times, you just the one coming in here and say, why you didn't say this? Why you didn't say that? No. When y'all stop being fucking lazy and start digging through archives, and you're gonna learn what's up. All right. Some of y'all are super, super, super late. All right. When I tell you I don't push agendas, I ain't gonna say what you want me to say. I'm gonna say what it is. And most of the shit I said ahead of time. No, I ain't gotta talk about politics. I said it already. Did I tell you about tariffs before it happened? Anybody on this channel, you're gonna know how I work. I talk about politics before it happened. I talked about elections 6 months before it happened, maybe a year. And I say, you know what? I done said what I had to say when election come. I ain't saying nothing. Let it play out. Then I tell y'all before tariffs come and get your shit together, tariffs hit, I ain't got to say nothing. Told you around here you're going to be ahead. Y'all reactionary, I'm going to tell you what it is. You're going to be ahead because what? I'm in tune with the real world. That is it. You want to be smart, you tap in. You want to prove a point, raise your hand. Who cares? All right, chime in. You want to be smart, you tap in. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. I got to tell y'all, I'm with the 2025 millennium 2030 shit. I'm not with none of that old shit. Anything old shall get slaughtered. Trust me on that. Trust me on that, y'all. I got to say that. I got to reset this room. Let's go. All right? This narrative of filth is to show us how dirty filth is. The question is, do you want to stay filthy? Do you want to be filthy? Do you want to be clean? That's the whole purpose, y'all. Because all of these fools are dirty. They all dirty. All of them are dirty. You feel me? They all dirty. That's what happened. Get it? No. What we're watching is people that have been portraying images, but they're not who they say they are. See, the thing about the real devil, you know who they are. See? So when somebody say, what about this person? What about that person? Fool, we already know they freaking devils. We're talking about the people that have been hiding who they really are. We're talking about the real shapeshifters. That's why I keep telling y'all. See? I'm going to tell y'all what it is. A lot of y'all have peanut brains, and I got to say this. You always want to talk about, well, what about this? What about that? But you are the guys trying to distract from this. See? You think I don't know how y'all work. See? When I'm talking about shit or people talking about something, y'all little way of throwing it off is, well, what about that? What about that? No, the topic of the day is goddamn these bastards right here. The 3 billionaire losers, a.k.a. the 3 stooges. That's what the fucking topic is. Ain't nothing going to top that. Huh? Y'all been on the president nuts about 10 years straight. Get that man nuts a break. Get that man nuts a break. We're going to talk about them. Then we go back to the president. Let you get back on his nuts again. All right? We ain't playing them games today, y'all. All right? We're talking about accused pedos. We're talking about accused abuses of black people. All right? What are we talking about? What we just playing? We just talking. That's about it. I got to talk like that because I know it hurts. All right? Like I said, man, a lot of y'all played out. A lot of y'all walking throwbacks. Y'all walking throwbacks. All right? You're being annihilated. Let's go. The dealer done got them all. Why am I saying that? Because now you're going to see what's going to happen. All right? Matter of fact, you're already seeing what's happening. Now, Kim Porter grandmother died. They saying what? A dramatic trial twist. What is the dramatic trial twist? Whose favor is this going in? Okay, let's go. Hold up. LeBron wasn't so good at basketball. He'd never be in the same orbit as these folks. He's so dumb. Exactly. He's a manufactured puppet. All right, that's just what it is. He's an investment, and his investment done ran out. What's up? What's up, D-Hobbs? Yeah, they abuse people, man. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You in a world of abusers, y'all. All the abusers love Jay-Z. I'm trying to tell you what it is. All the abusers love Diddy and them, man. There's a lot of abusers, fool. Yes, it is. It's a lot of abusers, touchers, and traffickers. They all love Jay-Z. So I told you, when certain people come in this chat, y'all know the vibe. When they go against particular people, you know what's up. When they co-sign certain people, you know what's up. And then you'll see the truth is that most of these people are you know what anyway. All right? That's just what it is, y'all. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Ain't about nothing. Jay-Z's attorney dismisses new allegations involving the rapper and Diddy as nonsense. Lawyer games. Said it's nonsense. Now, the thing is, no, Jay-Z didn't do nothing, allegedly. But he's being dragged in this because I guess they're trying to prove a point that he be around Diddy a lot. And I guess they're trying to make it like they didn't have no sympathy for this guy. I don't know what they're trying to prove. But his lawyer is the same one that said that he didn't know Diddy like that. Like, you know, they cool, but they not like that. So all of a sudden they come with this party. It's a private party for his son, and this incident happens. But I look at it like the Diddler job was incriminate all their ass. That's how I look at it. So I look at it like, yeah, the party was supposed to be for King Combs, but somehow a man ended up violated, you know what I'm saying, walking around. So I'm like, what kind of child party was that? What kind of young, you know what I'm saying? No, I think that party was the front to get people to come, and it was already a plan. It don't matter what we think, because I don't know nothing. Nothing I say is a fact. What's up, Shayla? All three of them got incriminated at this one event, y'all. That's the importance of the whole story. He incriminated Jay-Z, Beyonce, and LeBron in this one damn party for that boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Incriminated their ass. Because that man allegedly had no business being there. Why the hell was that man there? Because we know the truth. He be having the male models. That's why. That's the part they ain't saying. Because they be having male models. That's why. And they do freaky shit. Who up? What's up, Lightbringer? What's up? All right. Let's go. Let's go. So like I said, we already know LeBron was living out here. We already know that. This particular case they're dealing with, it comes from right here. 2015. So it's got to be some explaining to do, y'all, because we still want to know why was LeBron James walking around the freakoff mansion in the tower. And it was other people there. It's way more witnesses there, too. They ain't say their names, y'all. Yes. So it was some things going on. And this whole thing, oh, yeah, this is another thing. I watched sports yesterday. My whole thing was trying to see how they were dealing with this LeBron topic. That shit didn't come on not one time. You know, I didn't expect it to, but I just love to watch how they do this. I love to see how they go so hard with the fake media, y'all. Because you can watch TV, no matter how big your screen is. I can watch ESPN, I can watch Fox, and know what? They ain't talking about nothing. In my mind, I'd be like, you mean to tell me LeBron James the biggest news right now, and he's sitting talking about regular stuff like ain't nothing happened. But the other day, they were just talking about how great LeBron was. So that's another way how they telling themselves. See, when LeBron and Trump, they just be quiet. So I told you, last week, remember, it was a big blockbuster. LeBron going in on Stephen A. LeBron going on everybody. LeBron, Pat McAfee, LeBron. Boom, this week, nothing. Quiet. Shh. And that's how you'll clearly know the media is with the shit. The media is behind LeBron James. Yo, y'all, when I said they're crashing this shit, I was already peeping it. I was checking up some of their views. Because I'm telling y'all, like people like, I tell you this, it's people on TV, y'all. They only getting 100 and some thousand views an episode, y'all. I throw it at y'all people on the internet. That dude, Colin Cowherd on Fox. They got a show in the morning with Shady McCoy. I'm just telling you, I've been doing homework. It is people on national TV, y'all. In sports, they're only averaging 150,000 now, y'all. First take is to get 500,000. 100 and some thousand on regular TV, y'all, is internet numbers. So when I told y'all you can get TV deals and shit off these internet numbers, y'all, I'm giving y'all the proof, man. These sports networks are crashing is because of LeBron James. But I peeped. This is what I peeped. I was like, yo, if LeBron does get in real trouble, I was like, yo, these networks going to crash. Because I know for a fact, I watched it, y'all. Every summer when basketball season over, the number one topic they bring up, who better, Jordan or LeBron? That's always their content when they don't have nothing, y'all. So I was peeping. I was in my mind. I'm like, yo, if they can't talk about LeBron no more and he get in trouble, that shit is going to crash every network. It's going to crash their sports centers. Anything with sports talk is going to crash their shows. Then I was looking at how ESPN, Disney been taking loss. I'm like, yo, they just gave Stephen A. that money and they crashing. I'm like, yo, Stephen A. might have been set up for real because they crashing, y'all. Yes. I think it's about to be a cash out. The tariffs in place, I think some of these companies about to cut their ties. It's about to be a cash out. And I think LeBron, he part of that shit, y'all, because the rap industry dead. It's no more investment. It's a crash out, a cash out. So I think all this got to do with it. This thing with LeBron, that's why I say it's bigger than everybody. No, his stock getting crashed, y'all. See, once LeBron is accused of this, everybody know they got money invested, man. They got to start pulling their money out. They know what's up, man. It's going down. So let's go. Now let me show you the damage control yesterday. Once again, to prove the fake reality, to keep proving y'all that these people have money invested in these internet to really control us, y'all. Here's the proof. After the news smoke and all this trouble shit, I do my homework. Check it out. We got them, y'all. Fake news, fake posting. What it say? I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. Didn't I just say that shit yesterday? I said, family, you got people that might say, I don't like this person. All I got to do put out some news. Say, I love them. Told you, here you go right here. Now, how you know it's fake? Look at the likes. Look at the reposts. Got them. No, y'all. I went on the internet yesterday. They had a campaign trying to flood them timelines with that good news. It's all fake, y'all. Here's your proof of the media companies. This is the proof what made everybody think they was on top for so long, but really they had been fell off, y'all. I'm not here to diss them. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's 2025. Time is up, y'all. Family, how you going to come to the magic show if you already peeped out the magic trick? If you already peeped, I keep the bunny in my right pocket. How you going to keep coming to the show, y'all? No, that magic is just up. You see it with a witch hat on, they fucking magic don't work no more. It just don't. You see it right here. Got him. I love. Matter of fact, y'all, use your brain. Who posts like that? Who posts like that? And then it's common sense. Somebody gonna wait till they get in trouble to say, I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. When I kept telling y'all, family, they think people stupid. I just wanted to prove to y'all so you can see it for yourself. They think people are stupid because they think this 10 years ago when all this shit started and they think it works. Here you go. Family, any one of y'all can post and get more than one like. No, that shit fake. And I check pages. See what I'm saying? No. Manufactured new, because when this how they been, this how they always did it. This how a lot of y'all didn't know. Like when they lost the $200 million in a Adidas deal, he went and bought a $200 million mansion. They shot that news to TMZ and it flooded the airwaves. $200 million mansion, $200 million mansion. And he knew how to override the $200 million loss. Media games, y'all. So people to get the $200 million mixed up and then the $200 million for the mansion or override the $200 million loss in Adidas. Now I watch them do the shit because that's what they do. They work that fucking magic on your ass. And then remember, because this is how it worked. This how they've been doing it, y'all. It's just that I'm just trying to let y'all see it for yourself. It's all I'm only speaking about this because the game over. Now, mind you, everybody that's on their payroll, they're not gonna say nothing about nothing bad. They're not gonna talk about it. Now, what they're gonna say good? They're going to just say the good stuff. So we lost the Diddy deal. All they friends don't say shit about that. You make sure you say we just bought that house for $200 million. And then you're going to say everybody come on the internet, Jay-Z just bought a house. They just bought a house. They just bought a house. Ain't nobody going to say about that $200 million loss. This is how they been controlling shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're losing, you don't let people know you're losing. All right? Salute. That's right. Drake used bots. That's right. So like I said, you got proof. They took, now that I'm thinking about it, if their house really got messed up, that's a $400 million loss. Y'all. If they lost the $200 million deal, $200 million, lost that, had the mansion and they lost that, that would be like a $400 million loss. So like I said, this guy been taking losses, but they've been able to control this shit, y'all. People didn't know. You see it right here. LeBron lost $28 million in his media company. We didn't know that. I had to find that shit because they control this. All right? That's what I just only wanted to give y'all that proof that this been going on for so long. All right? Meanwhile, South Park got jokes. South Park to take on Elon, Diddy, and Canada in season 27 to show you everybody is trolling. Who? Them, the fake ones. The African man and the Creole woman. What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody that's up. Also, shout out to one of the family members that deal with voodoo that sent me a cash app. Salute to you. Thanks a lot. Yes. All right. I say that for a reason. We up. I'm still here. Hold on. Let's get to it. See that? No, y'all. This fool, this is what I peeped they was doing too, though, y'all. Did y'all know Africa was part of their gimmick too? Do you know that's also what kept them going since the internet been popping? Because they were also the top role models being used in Africa to follow. You would clearly see them in African mode. Yes. They also was portraying them king and queen to people in Africa, y'all. We might have didn't believe them, but in Africa, they was used as the perfect symbol of black success in America. Yes, it was. When I tell y'all, I said, family, when you really sit back and peep game, you will see that they've been finessing your brain with these damn pictures for over so long. These pictures is what did it to people's brain, y'all. It's these damn pictures. Because they understood the art of image. They understood the science of light. They understood how light reacts when it hits your fucking brain. You feel me? They know how it is when light hits your pineal gland that you will be so shocked and amazed of dazement of the lights. So that's why they told you, man. They told you blinded by the lights. So therefore, they just kept flooding you with pictures. All right? Because that's the science of this thing, man. All right? They knew this. They controlled reality with damn pictures. If I ask you how many interviews did they ever do sitting together on the couch, I'll wait. Please tell me. How many interviews did they do as a couple, y'all? When you're a fake couple, you can't do interviews as a couple, y'all. You ain't see them TV shows. You ain't see all that stuff where they got to act like they're a married couple and they be getting the shit wrong. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Blackman. How many interviews you ever see them do? How many years they been in the game, y'all? How many years? How many interviews did they ever do together? One. Come on, y'all. Come on. You got to give me one. They ain't do one together? Are you sure you know who they are? Are you sure they are who they say they are? You sure about that? They didn't give you one shit together. Are you sure they married? Did you see a wedding? Did they ever have a wedding? Did they have one? I never looked at this shit neither. I'm going to show you magic. Did they have a wedding? And if they had a wedding, do you have any proof? Let's see who's been living in a fake-ass world, y'all. Let's see who's been living in a fake-ass world. Huh? They were crowned the king and the queen. Where's the marriage ring? Where the marriage at? Is that why they didn't want to go to Kanye marriage? Because he got married for real? Did they have a marriage? You know they still saying on rumors about Beyonce, right? You know what they've been saying about her, right? You know they still standing by that, right? You know a lot of stuff ain't been proven still, right? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'm going to show how much of a fake world y'all been in, y'all. How many interviews they gave you? None. What proof you got of marriage? None. So who's the clown? Huh? Who believe lies? You thought lies just in school books, right? No. All right? Now let me prove to you how your brain been worked by magic. And you forgot your history, idiots. Huh? You praised her. You put on a throne. She never been on a throne. No, what's happening? Why am I showing you this? Because they're being reduced back to the celebrities they are. It always end bad for the celebrity, y'all. It always end bad for the celebrity. It always does. I don't know why y'all didn't get that. Ask MC Hammer. All right, 70 million, where he at now? No, now we're watching a different time. All right? People say they think that woman about 50 years old. She looked old as hell back then. Huh? Made sure they had her with Wyclef. Wasn't no queen back then. No. People act like why people try to write Wyclef out the history, y'all. You see that? You bought the gimmicks. Y'all bought the image. I'm only showing you this to show y'all that they are nothing but celebrities. They don't have no more power backing. So ain't no telling what's gonna happen to their entertaining ass. Right? Mister, you thought they was all fucking untouchable. No, they're celebrities. Wyclef got power just like them. Actually, back in the day, Wyclef had more power than Jay-Z because Wyclef was tied in with Haitian Jack, one of Tupac enemies. Wyclef, another one. You'll think you're a punk, a dummy, a stupid idiot, don't know nothing. Whole time Wyclef know a whole lot. Wyclef had beef with Tupac, but Wyclef ain't try to clout chase. Wyclef ain't try to act gangster. And Wyclef and the Fugees actually had beef with Tupac 100%. Yes, they did. Because I know this game. Y'all don't. Huh? Y'all don't. The truth is, Wyclef could have been got Jay-Z whacked if he wanted to. He been had more clout than Jay-Z. Those are facts. And don't let me throw in Jimmy Henchman in there. All right? These are facts. All right? But no, one thing about Wyclef, he ain't never tried to play this extra tough guy role, and I'm a killer, and y'all gonna be scared of me. That boy Wyclef stay humble. He really had power. All he wanted to do was make his music. He represented Haiti, and he did what he had to do, and he got his ass out the way. That's it. It's them other guys. Y'all wanted me to say Jay-Z was bigger than Wyclef. You wanted me to favor all these other. No. I can't diss Wyclef because for Wyclef wouldn't be no damn Beyonce, idiot. When I broke down around this same time, she couldn't sign with Bad Boy. And maybe that's why Diddy them say, yo, go to Columbia Records. Or who at Columbia Records? Steve Stout, Nas, and the rest of them. They over there. I ain't signing nobody right now. Beyonce, I got Mary, I got Faith. I got all these other, I got Carl, I got all these other R&B groups in the cut. We good over here, Beyonce. Go see Wyclef. I know what happened. You guess what, Destiny Child? You can't go sign with L.A. Reid. Y'all can't go to Atlanta. Why? Because TLC and them signed down there. You can't sign with L.A. Reid, Usher and them down there. You feel me? You ain't going down there, so y'all going to have to go sign with Wyclef. I know how this shit work. Because Wyclef just had that successful fame from that hit record. What's that? Lauryn Hill. So he just did that Lauryn Hill joint. What record label Lauryn Hill on? Columbia Records. So what's the history? Lauryn Hill, Beyonce was on the same record label. Easy. That's how Wyclef got to work on the shit because he was the hottest producer at the time. Bingo. All right? So, if some of us know for a fact that she went from what? Star Search, worked her way up in the game. Wyclef, she earned her spot. But the thing is, she's just an entertainer. That is it. If nothing against that woman. My whole persona was, I watched the world take this woman and these entertainers and praise them as king and queen, and they're supposed to be spokesmen and national representatives of a people community when they ain't do shit. Because the entertainers never do shit but entertain. All right? So I'm just saying all this to prove to me, you, everybody else, that you've been in a fake world where you thought celebrity was something they not. And there's a certain secret about that woman, and I ain't gonna lie, man, that shit's starting to look like that shit. We're gonna leave it at that. All right? One of it is, I'm gonna say, I think she older than what she was supposed to have been. And you're gonna see a pattern of the man. No, I know why they're together. You know why they also was together? Because she's a witch. She deal with that shit, Louisiana, voodoo, and Wyclef Haitian voodoo. Even if they don't know shit, they still got something in common. Maybe Tina Knowles felt safer because Wyclef from Haiti, and he got some voodoo connections. Look out for my daughter. Bingo. That's all that shit is, too. Don't get it twisted. That's why I say, y'all got it twisted. I'm not stupid. Guess what I think and know? I ain't dumb, y'all. I'm not dumb. Her mother got his ass into that witchcraft shit. They got him into that shit. Trust me. Know why I say that? That's why his shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? He not born in that. They are. He's sworn in, man. They got him into that stuff, y'all. He wasn't all, it was them. It was them. Because I saw an article that also said Beyonce wasn't quick to marry him. I think that might have been part of it. You're going to get down with this witchcraft, then we're going to say we married. Because they never got married, y'all. They didn't start claiming married in 2008. They were together 5 years already. But I think they didn't, if you really pay attention, they didn't really start playing house till that fool started really getting into that witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to prove to y'all if I load it up. I don't think I had space, but I'm gonna prove to y'all when he went into the witchcraft. That's when he went dark. That whole time with the black diamonds, when everything went black, y'all ain't peeping. Everything was just black. The videos went black. Everything went black. Cause what happened is they was stripping everything down, and that's when they was promoting that evil. When he let it be known that what he studied Aleister Crowley, that's when everything went black. But see, what y'all didn't know is we was actually in a black town for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, we was in a black town. Everything went black. You're gonna see. That's why I say the rappers or the avatars, they always show you. You'll see, okay, 1 minute when they all went fruity, what they started doing? Wearing pink diamonds, blue diamonds, yellow diamonds, look like Starburst. They was fruity. Then when they was dark, what they had on? Black diamonds. You get it? Boom. So you're gonna see. Now remember this time too, y'all. This how y'all all gonna know for a fact when shit went dark. Remember when all that clothes started coming out with the skulls on it? Angel of Death Wings. Black Label. Y'all remember that? All that dark shit was coming out. That was the same time. Y'all, I went and did the studies on all this shit. At that time, it was casting spells. Shit was just dark right back then. You're going to see everything was just demonic shit. You're going to see everybody walking around with shirts with fucking fire coming out. You know what I'm saying? People had on 666 clothing. Hell, that's what's going on back then, y'all. I'm telling you, we was in a dark time. People just didn't know it. I'm telling you, that whole era, when somebody was in that, it was a dark time. I'll tell you what happened. No, you ain't get rituals worked on you for a day. No, you was getting rituals worked on you for about 5 years straight. And then some more years after that. All right? Because you got so much rituals worked on you, you forgot Wyclef started, goddammit, their career. You forgot that part. You forgot, y'all ain't, that's why I say, Diddy's behind him, Wyclef's behind her. Because Wyclef and Diddy was established when both of them were nobodies. Nobodies. When I say that, no power. Because y'all forget, the executives had the power. The rapper never had power, y'all. No, it's the executive, then the producer. What was Diddy? A producer, right? Executive producer, Wyclef producer. Chain of command. We're going to go into it today. It's always like that, y'all. Y'all generation of idiots, I got to say it, you started creating fake-ass narratives. The rapper's bigger than the goddamn producer and the executive. When really back in the day, the DJ was bigger than the rapper too. The rapper was always the lowest. Your era did the magic trick of Jay-Z, the rapper being the biggest. And then he taught it to LeBron. The basketball player is the biggest. The basketball player is the worst, but no, you're going to respect the basketball player. He's bigger than the coach. He's bigger than Phil Jackson. He's bigger than the guy that started the NBA. He's bigger than the fucking logo, Jerry West. That's LeBron. No, y'all started that fake stuff. All right? No. Back then, they knew we ain't bigger than Quincy. No matter how much the ladies love Al B. Shaw, no matter how many decades of TV show, Will Smith always knew he ain't never bigger than Quincy. No matter how many roles he get, no matter how much money the fans pray, he know. When you see Quincy, he ain't bigger than that man. That man will put his goddamn lights out. That's what y'all don't get. No, they let Jay-Z do that because when they wanted to put his fans in a fake world and they wanted to create a false god for these people, they actually let them think he was the one. They wanted the world to believe he was the biggest of all biggest. I'm not playing with you. It was part of the scheme of the false one. That's why his name was Jehovah. All right? They wanted, that's why when I kept telling you, they let him get away with everything. Because you had to believe in his miracles. You had to believe he turned water into wine. So when he saw you do say, you ran and bought that. All right? He turned that water into Douce, you ran and bought that. And you kept going out that liquor store like you was sick. I saw it with my own eyes, Brooklyn. So he knew that. They knew that. They let him get away with whatever. Because to prove or to get them to believe he's a god, you got to let him work that magic. Let him get away with everything. Let him, he's the top of everything. He got the most money. That ain't proven. That is not proven. We have no proven, nothing proven of his investments or nothing. Which company made him $800,000? Which we have no proof of. None of that. But we can do that for Elon Musk and the rest of them. We can do that for Warren Buffett. They're going to let you know he got this amount from that. He had this amount from that. No. To sell the dream of God, make him the richest of all. He's so rich, he's richer than Diddy and Kanye. Ain't sell no sneakers, ain't do a whole lot, but he's richer than everybody. No, they all was with the smoke of the blasphemous lies, y'all. Young Thug judge denies prosecutor motion to revoke his probation. Fool almost went back to jail, y'all. What's up, H-Town girl? Happy Friday. What up? What's up? Hold up. Okay, what's up? What's up, Lorraine? Show me some bank statements, exactly, y'all. Telling y'all, man, we got no proof of a lot of stuff, man. We've been dealing with media magic and numbers on the screen, y'all. That's about it. Because I know how this thing works. Let's look at it, man. I'm telling you, they crafty, smart snakes. That fool knew better. It's smart. It's smart. Look, I don't make music no more. I don't do nothing no more. But I still want to keep my account control. As long as they know I'm the richest, I'm going to stay relevant. Period. I'm going to stay relevant because I'm the richest. Period. Bingo. But like I said, we have no proof. We don't. We know what Oprah did to get what she had. Hey, Tyler Perry, we know what he did to get what he had. He did a lot of work. I'm just saying. We seen Tyler Perry do what? Build studios with the money. What he do with his money? What he build? He penny pinching to me. So we didn't see Tyler Perry go to Levi's for no commercials. All right then. I also know everything he got come from deals, partnerships. That's it. So my point is, I don't believe a lot of shit. Young Thug, his ass bought that land. His ass went to jail. They accused the rapper of escalating threats and witness intimidation in a since-deleted social media post about Fulton County investigator Marissa, who is currently in the process of testifying in a sprawling gang murder preliminary hearing linked to Lil Baby. So y'all know Lil Baby, y'all know Lil Baby teaming, and y'all know what's up. Do you finally get now all rappers are federal? Little Baby, his whole team got locked up. His ass supposed to be with him. His ass didn't go to jail. Because when I said they was going to clean the whole streets of Atlanta up, I knew they was going to clean up every single gang activity, all that. But like I said, the rapper's job is to get them locked up. Because even with Young Thug, which y'all not peeping, Young Thug is home. But that YSL gang, it was a lot of people. So the question of the day is, how many people from YSL got released? You know the ones that was accused of doing the shootings and all the crime, how much time they get and where they at? Everybody that was under YFN Lucha, yeah, YFN that gang, where they at? Did they come home? Or did Young Thug and YFN come home and all their team of shooters, drug dealers, and murder? Are they all locked up? Holla at me. Holla at me. All right. No, they got a job. And their job is if they gotta sit for a year or 2-3 years, but the people they was with get locked up for 150, 30, Bobby murder, yeah, that's how it worked. That's how it worked. Even though you never, ever, ever had proof they locked up, fool. They say they locked up, but you ain't got no proof. Huh? They being PC, man. You had no proof they go in and out of back doors. No. The role is we clean up Atlanta streets. So I already knew they was going to clean up Atlanta. But before we clean it up, we're going to have all these beefs. They figured this out about 2018. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so before they clean up the streets, they knew it. They're going to start up that beef. You're going to see Atlanta had all this beef. That's what King Von, all of them was out there. You're going to see Trouble got smoked. You don't hit whatever happened to Trouble getting smoked, y'all. What happened to that rapper Trouble got taken out? You ain't hearing about that, right? Boom. So you're going to see little by little, everybody in Atlanta started getting taken out. Boom. They go to jail. What happened? All the real street gangs, they all in jail. They all finished. All the Hood Rich Boys, all of that whole movement in Atlanta, all they ass in jail. But all the rappers are home. That's the part people didn't get. See what I'm saying? Yeah, he might have sat in jail for that little time. But everybody else, they never coming back to the streets of Atlanta. And that was the spank him up. He really got spanked for buying that land, y'all. They looking at him like, Young Thug, did you really think you was going to buy them, had them acres, and you was going to start building armies on that land? Which I thought y'all was going to really build your own Wakanda, huh? So they had to show him a lesson, y'all. That's what that was about. That's what that was about, y'all. Yes, it was. All right, top of the top. Hold up. We up. We up on a Friday. TGIF. We up. Hold up. Who up in the chat? I'm about to go in, y'all. I'm about to show y'all something. Now I'm going to show y'all. Now I'm going to show you how Young Thug, Jay-Z still related. When I told you this whole industry is family, people didn't want to get that part. This how they've been moving for years. Always been like that. That's also how people in this game be getting caught up, because you might be talking about this person or that person, but you don't even know they all connected. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know they all connected. So let's go into the history of Young Thug. Oh yeah, then again, let's go into some more history, because now I'm going to prove something else. Remember when I told y'all every time Kanye West come out, he trolls certain people. Everything he do is strategic. When I tell you he been trolling Jay-Z for years, he been disrespecting Jay-Z for years, he is one of them. What's up, Black Thinker? Thank you very much, bro. Here's the proof. That's the man I was talking about yesterday, Mr. Leo Cohen. One of the fathers of Def Jam. That's Nori's father. That's Jay-Z's father. That's the guy that got Dame Dash broke right now. If Dame Dash never went against Leo, maybe he'd be all right now. All right? No. They made Dame Dash believe he was a CEO. And Dame Dash, big head, started to believe he was bigger than Leo Cohen. It was just another example of don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because somehow these people, you'll see it in sports, basketball, football, you always will see it. On draft day, they'll be crying, thank you, white man, for this. Thank you, white man. And then when they start getting money, they start feeling themselves. I want more money. This ain't enough. I want more money. This ain't enough. Man, I'm going to sit out. I want my money. So that's what Dame did. Dame was talking shit to Leo Cohen, like Leo Cohen ain't the one that gave the money and signed his ass. He started going to Leo Cohen talking smoke. And then he had a flunky named Choke No Joke on the camera. That's why his ass on YouTube too. Matter of fact, ain't no coincidence. Dame on YouTube and Choke on YouTube. I told you that was the first success story of the failed goddamn Def Jam people. All right. Then who came on YouTube? Cameron. It's a Def Jam thing. When you go to Def Jam, you're gonna definitely end up broke. You're gonna end up jammed up in your bills, and you got to do content after that. Joe Budden, he's another one, right? Everybody on Def Jam was a rapper. But they didn't go forward. They went backwards. Yeah. Why am I saying that? Because Kanye is trolling the hell out of Jay-Z with Leo Cohen, and Leo Cohen is trolling the hell out of Jay-Z too. Huh? That's why I want to keep showing y'all. This been going on for a minute. You know what this Leo Cohen telling the world? I'm with the red. Because I already knew. I told y'all it's a New York thing. Russell Simmons, all of them with the program. But Russell Simmons, he had to go. Get it? He had to go. No. That is the real father of them. So that's why I kept telling y'all. Back to Jay-Z and his wife. I never, ever bought him being no damn king because I know who his damn daddy is. You didn't know that, fan? You believe it, fan? No. They got daddies and shit. What they say on Color Purple? What they say on them shows? They got different daddies. Yeah, they got that's all they daddy. Now why I say that? Because that was Kanye trolling Jay-Z right there. I'm with Leo, you not. Then he did it again. I'm with Hillary after she made y'all come on the stage, dummies. We set y'all up. Told y'all they'd be trolling. Why am I showing you this? To show you something else, another illustration. To prove to you that Hillary was trolling all y'all ass. Why you think she got on that red shirt, that red lipstick? Why you think she's so bright red? Because she was trolling y'all stupid ass. I was just trolling. I just wanted to make Jay-Z and Beyonce kiss on stage like puppets. That's what she was doing. Saying that I showed you right here. Know why he was trolling? He put on a blue tie. Y'all thought I didn't like Barry. Y'all thought it's about this and that. No, I'm going to troll y'all to put on a blue tie. I'm going to troll y'all to put on a red tie. Put on a red shirt. Troll all y'all dumb Americans. That's what they were doing. Told you that's what they do. They trolls. So this was him trolling Jay-Z. Why? Hillary had y'all performing. I was dissing y'all saying, don't send your killers at me. You was performing for her, and I was dissing y'all. And now we both together. Where y'all at, Jay-Z, Beyonce? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? She at my house. Where y'all at? Aha. That's what he was doing, y'all. Then he did it again. Jay-Z, where you at? I'm with Leo Cohen. Remember you was on Leo Nuts? Oh, you got that money. You don't holler at Leo no more, right? Well, I'm with Leo. What's up? That with Kanye. I told you Kanye got his own way he trolling him. Yeah. Been trolling him. See that? The man that made them who they are. You'll see. For those who don't get it, he's the one that made Jay-Z the king, fool. Ja Rule, too. He the one that, see, the thing about Leo, so you could be on Def Jam, but when he had favor in you, you gonna see the difference. He had favor in Jay-Z, he had favor in Ja Rule, he had favor in DMX. And you'll see where their careers went. My people that know hip-hop history, why y'all want to act stupid and want to act like all three of them wasn't on the same level at one time? Why y'all want to act like it wasn't Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and DMX? Then they went in separate directions, and those three were still handled by Irv Gotti, and Irv Gotti was also under Leo, because if Leo didn't listen to Irv, if Irv Gotti would have went to Leo and said they were whack, they wouldn't have got no deal, y'all. That's a fact. All right? So that's why I say, I'm going to tell you the real history. Irv Gotti dead, but you can't write him out because Jay-Z will be nothing without Irv Gotti. Nothing. Trust me. All right? You still remember when it first started at Def Jam, that particular time, because they want me to forget that, can I get a what? They want me to forget that was on the soundtrack. And they want me to forget that Ja Rule was the hottest rapper in America at that time. Huh? When he wasn't that hot yet. Huh? Then he with Foxy Brown when she hot. No, that Def Jam tree rolled that shit out for him. We gonna let you ride with Ja Rule. He winning. You gonna be with Foxy. She winning. We got the whole stage for you, Jay. Got the whole stage for you, Dame. But y'all guys, y'all gonna work the criminal department. We got this thing with Rockefeller Records, City, New York. We're gonna be starting this thing called Roundups for the 2000s. We're gonna lock up every big drug dealer in America. Yeah, in New York, we're gonna lock up every last one of them. And you guys, you're gonna start the drug dealer movement. You guys are gonna pop those bottles, and you're gonna inspire all those drug dealers to tell them themselves. You're gonna inspire them to come to these clubs. When they come to these clubs, we're gonna have surveillance. That's right, we're gonna get them all. You guys are gonna be the perfect icons to make everybody think they're gonna be successful. They're gonna get out the drug game and they're gonna make it. And also they're gonna be rappers. Because before Jay-Z started, everybody was not trying to be no damn rapper. Nope. They don't get the bag to make you better. They get the bag to make you fail, y'all. All right, so it's all over with. Gangster rap was controlled. There's one of the fathers that controlled it. Huh? You see how Jay-Z was a favorite? No, you looking at him kissing up to executive. This is why I gave y'all the whole layout on executives. When you understand everything nasty foul you heard about this game, it starts with the executives. All right? Let me explain it to you. It's the executives, y'all, that do everything, that teach everything. It's a chain of command. Like I said, you'll see the pattern. Quincy Jones, favoring Will, where Will Smith's career go at? Let's go. Leo Cohen, favoriting Jay-Z, where his career go at? Leo Cohen fall out with Dame Dash, where his career at? Over. Quincy Jones fall out with Albie Shaw, where his career at? Over. Who's the favorite? Will. All right? It's the process, y'all. It's the program, y'all. That's how things work. He's the favorite. I keep throwing it at you. It's the executive that deals with all the behavior. So your favorite rappers, guess what? They turn into male prostitutes. When they understand they be around these rich men and the rich men be fond of them. Now you see where the word fondue comes from? The word fondue comes from fond. If somebody's fond of you, they will fondle you. That's the rap game, y'all. All right? Then it's passed down, y'all. That's why you'll see, like I said, when they get older, they don't want their ass no more. But the executive passed the game down. So right here, Jay-Z was never accused of no minor behavior. None of that. He didn't start getting accused till he started what? Getting more into the game and became an executive. Then what happened? Is it a coincidence he's been around both of them in their careers? When was he around him in his career? Right after this, right before this, right around this time. When I tell y'all the Geppetto shit already happened already. What I'll tell y'all is a chain of command and it's passed down. Why am I saying that? Well, is it a coincidence he was accused of going in the room? Is it a coincidence he's in trouble right now with this same behavior? The thing is, the black executives have to deal with the nasty stuff. It just got passed down throughout the generations. In this generation, their ass ended up in jail. That's the only difference. The older generations that controlled the industry, they didn't go to jail. Are you feeling me? They was able to get away with murder. Yes, but your generation, they the ones that pay for everybody else that was already doing the same thing. And that's why they ain't going to tell you nothing. Huh? What I say, they never going to tell you how they got their deal. That's why they don't do interviews. If they do interviews, they got to tell you certain stuff. And when they've been lying to you for 30 years, you don't do the interviews, you're going to slip up. All right? You ain't never going to know their history. Because the history with the truth at, right? But the truth is, what do we know, y'all? What did I prove already? Quincy Jones was behind both of these young ladies. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Because every superstar that came in on his watch, he had to approve of it. You heard about Tupac fell out with Quincy Jones? Career over. I think Biggie ain't like Quincy Jones neither, y'all. All right? Let's go. He ain't like Michael Jackson. See what happened to him, right? All right. Let's go. It's all about favorites in this game, y'all. No, none of them are stars off their talent. They're stars because they become favorite, y'all. That's why. See? Out of Def Jam, he was the favorite. Before that, Meth was the favorite. This one, Meth wasn't favorite no more, y'all. And guess what? This all the same night. This all the same night. And you'll clearly see that's when Jay-Z was the favorite because he was the cash cow. And you will see. And when you were the favorite of the executive, you really the favorite. He was really fond of him. Get it? There's also him telling the world, I got the bag. We always knew Leo was. He was telling us back then, I got the bag. This before the millions, y'all. This before all that stuff. Then when they were giving him the stage, they were giving him the dressings. Everything you see that man had on his head, that also means everything in my head, young man, will go in your head, young man. Everything in my head shall go in your head. You will become me. Bingo. That's how this thing works. Right? So when they get these executive positions, their job is to be executives. Their job ain't to look out for nobody. They look out for the industry. That's why they call what? Gatekeepers. But I'm going to show you. See that man right there? They are the puppet masters, y'all. They make things happen. When they done with you, you're dead. When they pick up your strings, you win. Simple. It's very simple. What I say, it is certain people that have been throughout this game throughout the decades, and they're not in trouble. But you're going to see all your heroes, they're in trouble. Even though the game got passed down to them, they're all in trouble. Did you figure it out yet? Because you still don't know run this industry, do you? You still don't get it, do you? You thought it was yours, huh? Even though you ain't make the equipment, you ain't make the microphone, you never made the studio, you ain't make nothing about this shit. But you swore it was your game, huh? You swore it was yours, huh? No, they told you it was yours. You believed it. No. Young Thug, you see his wrist? Willing participant. I told you. The gangster rap program, it was hard in New York. It was hard to get them gangsters to comply. So what I said, they knew they couldn't flip New York. They couldn't flip New York pink at the time, y'all. They was trying. So they had to take it to Atlanta. And you're going to see, when they took it to Atlanta, he took it to Atlanta. And they knew them boys down south, they're going to do anything for money. So they was willing participants. They didn't have to flip them. They didn't have to have a goon. See, in New York, there were goons coming up putting pressure on them executives. Where my money at? Catching them executives, going to their car, putting out guns on them. See, them executives got tired of that stuff. They said, man, these New Yorkers too smart. They're too tough. They're too much, man. We're going to go down south with it. They're easier. They're thirsty. They're hungry. See that? Willing participant. So, if you know what executives do, you know they have fun. You know they make you a star, right? Okay, then. What am I showing you? I'm showing y'all what I already said. This is the proof when Jay-Z and them Ben was finished. This is when Young Thug became the favorite. Atlanta was favorite. And y'all wanted to act like Young Thug, Future, and the rest of them. Then Ben take over the game, put Drake in there. They were already irrelevant because the executives, Ben was finished with them. The executives are only fond of the young men because they always told you hip-hop was a young man's game. Your old ass kept believing old characters. They've been losing. The old heads were supposed to be political. And then you're going to see when they went political, the old heads wasn't good at that neither because they couldn't get nobody elected. Now let's get back to this. This game always been controlled. All right? So when they went down south, when they got Atlanta, they didn't have to turn them pink. They were ready. Then you seen the pattern. What? Young Thug went to jail. Young Thug, last time we checked, has $4 million. Do you know how much 300 made? Do you know how much money Young Thug generated? He only got $4 million. That man right there got rich off Def Jam, got rich off 300. And let's keep going. It's called the industry for a reason. Because what? He told Dan to make another hole. He didn't tell Leo that because Leo went and made another hole. Another hole was called a cash cow. They did that already. Right? But like I said, we also know in 2017, Young Thug, what? Took out a loan because he was broke. It's not the executive fault that you guys always end up broke. You guys always try to end up doing all this extra stuff you ain't supposed to be doing. That's why. You guys want to live a life of fantasy, and that's what happened. Plus, the celebrities back in the day, they wasn't buying all them diamond gold and Ferraris and all that shit. They wasn't doing that. See, I'm going to be real. Run DMC and they was driving Cadillacs and doing basic shit, wearing Adidas. They wasn't spending up money on Gucci and all that shit. That's why y'all broke. Yep, that's why y'all broke. So, to let y'all know, no, y'all, they wanted me to think that everybody else ain't been. No, all this shit, Fetty Wap in jail. For what? Moving that Fetty? No. Everybody wanted to act like we didn't go through a whole decade of other people winning. We're only talking about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and every other old head, Cameron, Jeff Jones, because hip-hop is dead and everybody had their run. But I'm showing you, is it a coincidence? Fetty Wap in prison right now. Young Thug went to prison right now. Is it a coincidence, y'all? Holla at me. Let's go. No, we going there today. They both in trouble right now. Is that a coincidence? All of them in trouble right now as we speak. Is that a coincidence? No, it's going to end bad for the black celebrity. It's just a matter of time. You watched it. You watched Young Thug be on top of the world. But see, when I told you, it wasn't about the music. It was about his influence. Now that his music is done, now that Young Thug is finished, is his influence still around on the earth? Can you not see his influence on the men to this day? When Young Thug was a superstar, did men start becoming skinnier? Did men start growing their hair out more? Did men start cutting their hair more? Did men start dressing a certain way more? No, they paid them for their influence because they're going to influence you. It ain't about no damn music. Hey, you can like the music if you want to, but their job is to influence you and flip your ass. That's why they paid the money, right? Job done, Young Thug. We don't need you no more. Get your ass out of here. You ain't stacked no money. That's on you. The job is done. What's the job? Thanks, Young Thug. You did a good job. Before those guys, they were so hard and tough. Hard to get along with. Now, thank you, Young Thug. They're all broken in now. That's right. They're all broken in. See the pattern? Huh? You gonna do it, Jay-Z. See? Who that? Kevin Lyles. What does he got? A new charge on him. A new charge. Like I said, you think the executive gonna get in trouble? He not. What's the pattern? Well, these two guys, they left Def Jam and started 300 Entertainment. The same label of what? Young Thug. Well, there was his CEO. Guess what happened to Young Thug? His ass went to jail. Well, there was his CEO. What's happening to him? They talk about jail and all this other stuff. Diddy trial. Are you seeing the pattern? Now, it's so wicked. Everybody from Def Jam in trouble because this man was with, they all was together, but everybody's in trouble. You get what I'm saying? Why they serpents? Because I wanted to show y'all how they know how to pull them strings, man. They know how to make them black boys think they love them, man. They show them black boys so much love, and when them black boys finish with their job, they ass done with. He was in charge of making every black man think they're going to be a successful drug dealer. That was his program, y'all. That's why I call it programs, like a floppy disk, like a CD. It's a program, y'all. His program was believe in the drug dealer. His program was believe in the thug, meaning you can be an outright fruity thug. All right? No, it started with Thug Life, Tupac, but when they finish with it, this is your modern day thug life. All right? It's the executives that pimp out the artists. You love the artist, you worship the artist, but it's the executive that love them first. Understand that part. If the artist don't, if the executive don't love them, they ain't getting nothing. Remember that part. So yeah, they been. I kept telling you, they were handpicking these particular artists 10 years ago, y'all. And 10 years ago, we've seen all of them win. We've seen all of them be big, all of them take over the club. We've seen them all win, which means when they were all winning, nobody said Jay-Z out their mouth. Nobody cared about none of them. So why are people acting like these people always was winning? No, we're talking about how a time has passed and the people that was doing the most, their time is up. That's what we're talking about. And we're also looking at how some people got away clean. Some people, they chilling. You get it? Some people have nothing to do with none of this shit. But everybody else, you're going to see the pattern. So I'm showing you, it's all over. What's over? The greatness. What's up, Dario? Remember I said the other day, y'all, I said, yo, a lot of y'all, you make good money. I said, you doing better than celebrities. Some of y'all make 6 figures if you don't. If your bills pay and you don't own nobody, you're doing better than celebrities. If you own shit, you're doing better than a lot of them. Just speaking about that. You're a homeowner. Deion Sanders' son, Repo, y'all. Facing Repo, going broke. Oh, $11 million. How? How? Easy. Probably because his dad cut his ass off. Also giving the proof that their kids be straight idiots. A lot of their kids are straight idiots, y'all. Because they're used to being taken care of. And on top of that, he just got a contract extension. His son about to get drafted, but his other son, I think his first son, Shiloh, his ass going broke. Yes. But what did we talk about? It's the low-level people. They're the main ones going to go broke because he ain't Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders' son, Shiloh, is bankrupt. Car repo, days before NFL draft. What kind of, I don't get it. Your brother about to get drafted and you broke, and you from this family. No, y'all, because they were into fashion and everything else. They don't know nothing about stacking no money. See? They only the favorite because Deion was the favorite. Deion was another fake-ass MC Hammer, fake-ass LA drug dealer looking guy. He was also a clown in his day, straight up. All right? So the thing is, how the hell is Deion Sanders your father and you're fucking broke? Now, man, screw being broke. You're bankrupt in debt. That's why I say these celebrities make me feel good about any money I might owe. Straight up, y'all. That's why I be telling y'all, don't worry about no debt. They got real debt. According to court records filed this week, Mercedes-Benz Financial Services is asking the court to let them reclaim Shiloh's 2023 Mercedes-Benz, a $135,000 luxury car he bought just months before. No. He tried to be slick. He bought it months before he filed bankruptcy trying to keep the car. In October 23, the company says Shiloh has missed 3 months of payments. Come on, man. Oh, my God. See what happens when you believe in this fantasy shit, y'all? This fool paying damn car notes and Deion Sanders your fucking father. He paying car notes, y'all. He couldn't buy a car, y'all. He couldn't buy a Mercedes-Benz cash. Come on, y'all. He missed 3 payments. 3 payments. Family, some of y'all never in your life missed 3 payments. That's what I kept telling you. When I stressed this part that people was taught to praise celebrities so much that you don't even give yourself credit for the shit you do. Half of y'all way better than celebrities. Live better, house better, all that shit. Kids in order, straight. But you listen to these idiots. How the hell can you miss 3 payments, y'all? And it's not like he had a $500,000 car. You got the proof now, y'all. No, his ass is probably buying outfits. His ass paying $20,000 for purses, 10 grand for backpacks. Dumb shit. When I tell you this generation got wrapped up in fashion, fashion ain't nothing new. We create our own fashion. They got wrapped up in the fashion industry, y'all. That's what happened. Because they don't understand. They got stupid blacks in the fashion because they were really telling them, y'all gonna be the consumers. They make sure every Hollywood celebrity, you're gonna get down with this. You're gonna get that. Y'all gonna do this fashion shit because y'all gonna be the ones buying up this Louis shit. Y'all gonna buy it up. See, we got investments in the Louis, the Gucci. We got investments in that Amiri. Yeah, the Balenciaga is big investments. Guess who's gonna get the investment money up? You celebrities. Y'all gonna buy it. Y'all gonna buy it, and y'all gonna promote it. Even though y'all know the average person can't afford this, even y'all can't afford it. So y'all understand why they go broke. Because their outfits, they might have that bag right there, 10, 15 grand, y'all. This is shit they do. Sneakers, 2,500, 3 grand. Jeans, 1,000. It's easy to go broke. Oh shit, they forgot they got people on salary. Damn, they got 20 people on salary. Forgot about that. Oh shit, taxes due. They forgot that. Oh, they got to pay the lawn care company. They on salary too. They want to do. They know you got that mansion. They got to cut all that grass. That's a salary right there. Got to pay them. They forgot about that. What else? Their electric bill's different, way different from ours. No, this shit. When you looking at so-called them type of people, what's gonna happen? Well, they're gonna be just like regular people. They just gonna do it on a different level. Your bill's jacked up. You a regular person. Their bill's jacked up. They rich. It's just different. When they jack up the light bill, this shit $5 grand. Get it? Stuff like that. So my point is, you can have a lot of money, still be dumb. You're going to keep seeing this pattern, y'all. Why? It always goes bad for the celebrity. If Deion Sanders didn't get this deal at that college, his ass would be broke too. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. All right? Trust me on that. Remember, I told you, it's the corporations. He also had to get back with Nike. They brought his sneaker back out. So like I said, corporations own their ass. That's how your people survive. If it ain't for corporation, they will not survive. So the tariffs is about crashing certain people's stocks. Then you understand that Jay-Z is a stock. LeBron is a stock. Anybody with money invested in certain people, they're going to feel these crashes, y'all. I was talking about it yesterday because that's what time it is. It's always about the money, y'all. It's always about the money. Music is international. I was watching a special on how they knew women was taking drug money, buying hair products and hair care. All that shit goes back. Guess what, y'all? The tariffs is also to shut down everybody that's a kitchen beautician, everybody that's a braider, everybody that does hair and don't pay taxes. This is for you as well. Why? Y'all kept posting all y'all work on the internet. Y'all let the whole world know you charge your $500 for braids. You let the whole world know you charge $400 for fox locks. You let the whole world know you selling bundles. So guess what they did? They just stopped y'all bank tariffs. Because y'all kept telling everything on the internet. Women have been doing hair out the damn house. I know since I was a damn teenager. I know I can definitely think back to the early 90s. They have always been doing braids in the house, weave, tracks, everything you can think about. Finger waves, I don't give a damn what you say. I remember back in the day when they were doing jerry curls out the house. One thing they didn't do, they didn't run their mouth. They didn't tell everything. I'm going to say it again. It was the time in this country when your people made money, they didn't say nothing. None of your business. Y'all started telling everything, but you didn't understand the code of this country was. It was a code of ethics. Remember we spoke about how some people lost their ethics. The ethic was people knew how to survive without nothing. And the main thing they knew, they didn't have shit. But one thing they had was their business, and you wasn't going to get that business. Because they knew my business is my business, and my business how I work. That's how I get down. And my business how I get my money. You ain't going to know nothing about my business. If I ain't got shit, call me what you want. You gonna know my business. That's how it always been, y'all. So when you part of you losing your culture, when you started telling everybody your business, when you started just you ruined it for yourself. Because you ain't know your people used to hide everything. Hide shit on the mattresses, hide shit on the floors, play broke roles, act like they ain't got nothing, whole time shoe boxes of money, act like ain't nothing, starving, acting petty. Don't touch that. Turn it off. You gonna run the light bill up. You thinking you pouring on? They got bread. They play roles. They know how to play roles. They know how to stay out the way. No, we ain't got nothing. You know what that meant? No come us ask us for shit. We ain't got nothing. Well, come over here. We ain't got nothing for you. Tell you, man, your people know how to win, man. So what they do? Because they always want to know, how the hell do these people keep making it? How the hell they keep getting through? No matter what, they always make it through some kind of way. How the fuck they keep doing this shit? They created this thing called social media. They learn every goddamn thing. Oh, so that's what they be doing. That's what they do at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. That's what they do. Oh, that's what they do on payday. That's what they do when they get paid at night. That's what they do on the first of the month. That's what they do when they go food shopping. Oh, that's how they do their hairstyle. Oh, that's how he get his money. Okay. And they studied that shit. Now you're going to see every single thing that was shown on the internet, somehow that shit got shut down. Because y'all was telling on yourself. So that's why I say, they kept saying the hair industry is a $1 billion industry. Then they seen everybody doing this hair shit on every single platform. They knew it's billions of dollars being made in a certain community that's not being taxed, unaccounted for. And they also assume that some of that hair money goes to drug money. Because if you do hair and your man, he hustled, they knew what was going on. They also knew some men was getting money, taking that money, putting it into the hair, letting their girl do the hair. All that shit had to be shut down. What up, Sister T? Talk too much. Yup. The era of talking too much could have said, what's on your mind? So a robot said, let me tell everything. And that's what happened. But no, social media, y'all, this whole shit was nothing but mental experiments. Everything on this shit is for databases. That's it. Database, education, history. Because the trending topic is one day going to die. And then what's going to be left on here is history. Everything on here will be studied for documentation, even though it already was. All right? That's what it is, y'all. Yeah. Let's go. So the tariffs, like they said it, they just said this morning, everything going up, y'all. Merchandise, a lot of stuff going up. But 70-inch TVs, y'all, $400. That was just going on. 75-inch TV, $500. Sofas, $400. Depending on the level you want. I've been watching all this shit on sale. Whole bed set, $300. Talking about everything being dirt cheap, y'all. Everything. When I was telling y'all how the smart, everybody that knew the economy, they were getting all that shit early. Guess what they was doing? Fixing their house up. Why? Ordering those textiles from overseas. Ordering everything. That's right. That's right. That's why. That's right, y'all. So remember we was talking about Temu and Shin? That's why they was jugging, shipping, free. Meanwhile, American business crash. So what you see Shin say, yo, we going up on the price. We about to go up, y'all. We got to go up. Why? We made all our money already. We just made all that damn money, man, yeah, straight. They straight now. They made all their money. So they say, okay, we got to go up. Well, our loyal customers will stick with us. But guess what? They already made their money. So the tariffs are in place because it goes with a lot. The dirty money, but the dirty money gets clean through dirty companies. So everybody's getting taxed to put everything back in order. So these celebrities, well, you always hear about they got investments and shit, right? They got money in this, they got money in that. You hear about they got stuff going on in China and stuff like that, right? Well, this tariff is going to correct everything. It's going to put everything in perspective. They said the stock market took a hell of a crash, y'all. And I'm going to say it again. It's also not a coincidence. The day these people got in trouble, that stock market crashed. Because all of them are stocks, y'all. Let's just say that's $1 billion. Let's just say that's 2.5, that's 3.5 billion. Let's say he got $1 billion, that's 4.5 billion. Let's say Beyonce got 800, let's say that's about five point something billion we looking at right there, y'all. See, I'm gonna show you how this shit work when you look at outside of being a goofy ass fan and a goofy ass rapper, entertainer, clown. No, you're looking at $5 billion, y'all. The next question, is it a coincidence? $5 billion in trouble right now. $5 billion name under slander. Is that a coincidence? If I pull up the list of all billionaires, is it a coincidence? These 5 from America all in trouble. And just so happen they're all black. So you tell me no white billionaires in trouble? I don't know. When they got in trouble, y'all, that means stocks crashed. I said they was going to pimp for Netflix. Netflix got their last cash out of their ass. I already said it already. They got their last cash out of all their ass. LeBronjames' career about to be over anyway. Cash out. His stocks drop. He ain't going to be the same next year, y'all. Cash out. Let's go back to the corporation, y'all. The stocks crash. Disney, all of them took a dip. Every corporation took a dip because of the tariffs. You know damn well Nike gets something overseas. You gotta know what's up. Crash. iPhone, all that crash. So dip. Crash. When it's reset, prices go up. But as things crash, get rid of the old people. Get rid of the dead work. Get rid of the dead weight. Anything that's irrelevant, get rid of it. Crash that stock. Hip-hop stock has been crashed. You know it now. No more money is being given out. Every single executive that cut a check is in trouble. The stock has crashed, which means what? Hip-hop is not worth too much no more. That's why what? Nobody's making rap music. Everybody's a what? Podcaster. Why? Ain't no rap money no more. Cameron know he ain't going on tour no more. He knows this. He know they ain't getting no shows. Joe Budden knows this. They all know this. That's why they're doing other things. Hip-hop stock has been crashed. It is not no more investments. Why? These bastards made all their money already, y'all. These bastards made all their money from the East Coast, West Coast beef all the way to now. They already made their money. Last November 4th, Quincy Jones died on Diddy's birthday. All of it symbolized the end of a time. Why is the end of a time? They're not cutting no more checks, y'all. Young Thug and them was the last ones to get those big checks. Nicki Minaj and them. That was the last big money, y'all. So when I tell you see nothing but smoke, that's what I mean. You're seeing nothing but people trying to convince us they straight and they still good, but they not. Young Thug has $4 million, y'all. Google the shit. When you're a celebrity, that's come on, y'all. Taxes coming up. He got to pay by the 50. He got to pay too. $4 million, y'all. Not a company worth $4 million. No. Now y'all see for yourself where it's at. The money cut is not coming. So all of this is a plan to finally get rid of the head honchos. What I kept saying. Well, maybe they want to get that money back, y'all. If that's $5 billion, damn near $6 billion. And this country kicked out all that money. The people that let them get away with shit is the one that's spanking their ass. So maybe also the people that's spanking them said, we want some of that money back. Because once y'all get in trouble, y'all going to come up off that money one way or another. Y'all assets are going to drop. And that money going back to them banks. But then again, y'all money sitting in our banks anyway. So when I tell you, we seeing their power because they had big corporations behind them. They had big political figures behind them, y'all. They don't have that power no more at all. These tariffs is the proof. Also, I seen today some more powerful people got fired. This is the sign. If the corporation money getting played with stopped, corporation pay entertainers, y'all. That means entertainers' money is stopped. Got the proof, y'all. So I'm just making sense of everything, in my opinion. I got an idea what it's about because I always pay attention to the world. Even though you got merchandise all in your house, come from all overseas. But I've lived in cities by ports, and I know about ports, and I know about that merchandise. That's how the shit gets to your neighborhood, y'all. That's how I get to every single store. Everything you love and buy, that's how I come in. So this your last chance to get some of the stuff you need in these stores, because once it's gone, that's it. It's going to be a price to pay, y'all. But it's also going to go with the new technology. The new technology is going to, see, I'm going to break it down again. Back to the order of things. Let's go back to the order of things, y'all. Do y'all remember when there was no such thing as being poor on the internet? That's what I mean. It was a time where there was no such thing as being poor on the internet, because only people that had laptops, computers, cable, and could pay for Wi-Fi had access to the internet, because the internet was a privilege. It's going back to that. How do I know? Because I saw the prices of laptops. Laptops went back up. Yep. So what's going to happen? It's going back to back in the day, y'all. They're going to make that shit where everybody can afford it online. Now, you're going to be off on your phone, but guess what? You can't afford no apps. So you ain't gonna really get no real content. That's how they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it where the internet gonna be so lame for people that don't pay no money, and that's what's gonna happen. Trust me, I already see the play, because I remember how it started. See that, Sister T? It's going back to that. Where if you was on the internet, computers in 3 different rooms. We all got computers. We all got, everybody got, no, it's going back to that. No, it was an era that came in, and they gave everybody cell phones through social service, because it was a program to get everybody brainwashed on applications. So you're going to see a lot of people didn't get on these applications till after they went through social service. Then the disabled people got on it. Grandma and them, the elders. Other people started getting on Facebook. And you started seeing a lot of old washed up friends. And you started seeing that some people wasn't successful in life, that you were successful, but Facebook showed you all the losers that you used to know, right? All the people that were still losing. And y'all didn't know that Facebook was a time warp. It was a time trap. See, Facebook was set up so you'll never see the future. All you're going to see is old people you used to know. You're going to see junior high school people, your old neighborhood, family. You're going to see all these people that ain't about shit. You're going to see all these people from a past life, but then somehow you got stuck in the past life. That's what Facebook was. It was a magic device too. Keep you stuck in the past. See, the way this shit worked, the more I don't see y'all old faces, the more I know I'm doing something right. When I see y'all face back in the hood, when I see people from my past, that means I didn't go nowhere. I always knew that shit. That's what it means, y'all. So when I understood the art of reality, like you can also change the reality by changing your surroundings, I knew that if I keep staying in tune with old people, I'm going to stay old too. I'm never going to become a new person because I'm still stuck with old shit. That's a lot of y'all. So I'm going to tell you, right? I promise you this too. I bet a lot of y'all was doing good in life, and you're going to see. So you started playing with that Facebook, internet shit. Somehow your life just switched, went a whole bunch of different places. That's the internet, y'all. Yup. Had you want to get back with old friends, old flings, shit that was dead already? No. Y'all from the past, y'all love dead shit. So that's what Facebook was for, y'all, to keep us in the past. So I'm saying that to say, these apps been out, but you're going to see there was never for nothing. It was never for you to be futuristic. It was for you to stay in the past. So that's why you're going to see 30 years have passed and people still in the past. All right? Why am I saying that? Because now you're finally getting the spectrum of rap is dead. Something that you believed in. Now let me show you. Recap. Let's show you how. Let me show you how Jay-Z controls media. They always did, but now it don't work no more, and they're busted. All right? Boom. Being that they getting this bad news, they try to get in front of it, but it's not working. I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. Who says that? Who posts like that? I know it's fake because you see the one like right there, right? The shit just got one like, one repost. That's it. That shit mean it's fake, yo. It's fake. I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. So you mean to tell me, fool, you wait till they get accused again and say that. You ain't say that before. So you mean the day after they get accused of doing some more shit? I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. Fake news, y'all. Fake posts. Told you, man. This is called bots. What's a bot? A fake ass person that just posts shit like this all day. I love Kendrick. LeBron is the greatest. Proves all they ass. Proves all of them. Fake, y'all. Fake. What does that mean? Their magic is running out. They only stayed in power because they control the media. They only stayed in power because they had political backing. So I'm going to keep telling y'all, their magic tricks over with. Now, for you new idiots, again, lay out of death, you're only an idiot if you believed in them. So let's go back to why you're an idiot. Because you try to write Wycliffe out of history. All right? So why are they in trouble now? Why am I showing you this? Because people thought they were untouchable. People forgot that they were entertainers. So they're being put back in their entertaining place. When I said the only thing Jay-Z and Beyonce are concerned with is not letting their fans know that they're not the real king and queen. I said they're only fighting over the influence over the black community. I've been saying this about 6 months now. It's the truth. Because everybody else in the world knows they time been up. They've been exposed. They've been done with them. That's why I told you, when Kanye pop out, Kanye been trolling them. Kanye been trolling them for over 5 years now, y'all. Kanye been trolling them since 2016. This was Kanye West with Jay-Z's daddy trolling them, man. All right? Kanye still good with Leo. Because Leo and him ain't do no business. See? No. Wyclef, he's still doing this thing. He ain't in no trouble neither. No, they ass in trouble. Why they ass in trouble? Because it said that Diddy put them in position, y'all. They only in trouble because of their Diddy affiliations. Why is LeBron in trouble? Because he chose Jay-Z instead of Jordan. That's why. If he didn't choose Jay-Z instead of Jordan, he wouldn't be in no trouble. All right? Why we saying that? Because you seeing his fake friends. And nobody checked on the kids. Meanwhile, grandma done passed away. Kim Porter mother, grandmother done kicked the bucket, y'all. She's out of here. Why am I saying that? Because that was Quincy's great-grandmother, and Quincy was hurt. So, as you see, his family's being deteriorated. But guess what, y'all? These are the things that come with that money, y'all. So that's how it works. They don't tell you that if you sell your soul, you might get the money, but your family members might just start dying. They ain't tell you that. So you might sell your soul, but out of nowhere, your mama might get sick. It happens. So look, Diddy's children mourn major death in the family amid his incarceration for sex trafficking. So, the mother's dead, dad in jail. This shit like a horrific project story. All right? Whoever make a movie on Diddy, they're going to be rich. Whoever make the movie first. All right? So, as you see, she was somebody close to him. So, like I said earlier, maybe she was heartbroken from all this stuff going on and embarrassment. Because this is embarrassment, y'all. And a lot of elders, they can't take all this stuff. Especially if they worrying about those kids, worried about Kim being dead. Then she got to see all these rumors talking about Diddy had something to do with it. Oh, man. You get what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of stuff. So, the reason why we're talking about this, because we were just talking about how he was on the phone with Kanye, talking about how nobody has been checking on his kids and his family. So I'm pretty sure this is some more pain going to strike Diddy, meaning this probably going to fuel some more anger before court. And like I said, it is not a coincidence their name came up in this after it was said that they didn't check on his kids. And it was said, because we spoke about that. We spoke about LeBron Bronny playing with Justin, being cool with Justin and them. Because they live together, y'all. They go back years. So Bronny and them, they were raised with Diddy kids. These are facts. But you're going to see the ones that were the closest to him. Don't forget DJ Khaled. Casket sent to his house. Don't forget that part. Because maybe Khaled ain't go to no freakoffs. Khaled ain't do nothing they can get in trouble for. So to let Khaled know, yeah, DJ Khaled casket to your house, fool. I'm going to say that's from Diddy. Y'all don't care what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you're talking about. Everybody got it their own way. So like I said, you're going to see. Since it's been announced. Because remember, this recent case situation comes from King Party. They was at King's party. See how it worked? I can show you something else. Kanye and Diddy on the phone. Yo, they ain't check on my kids. They ain't check on the kids. Guess what? Now I'm going to put them in some shit when they did be around my kids. They used to come to my kids' party. They used to check on my kids, but now I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure some news gonna come out or some shit they did around my kids. Told you he's a diddler, y'all. He's a fucking diddler. You know what I'm saying? Told you he's a diddler, y'all. You gotta peep game. Now let's peep this one. I'm gonna show y'all some shit. I'm gonna show y'all how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Look. Now look, out of all the stuff they're accused of, they could have been accused of anything. But just so happened, they're accused of some shit at his son's party, his child party. They ain't check on my child. Well, little do they know that last time they was around my child, I set their ass up anyway. You see what I'm saying? No, y'all, I told y'all this shit be coded, man. Thank you very much, Sheba. Thank you very much. Nah, no, that's what I'm just showing you. That's just how shit plays out. Y'all didn't check on my kids. Days later, y'all in trouble for some shit that happened around my kids. Who they made look like the worst of all worst. Well, as of now, to tell y'all the truth, we're going to deal with this with a smart brain. The truth is, y'all, the most incriminated one is LeBron James. Now, remember when I said family, I said LeBron James might have been to more parties than anybody in the whole world because it's a lot of reasons for that. He was the tightest amongst them. He was amongst them the youngest. He always lived around them. He was a star. And he did go to a lot of parties. But not only that, he's the worst because he's the only ass that said it out his mouth. He said it out his mouth. And then on top of that, he is the only one accused of being in a damn towel. So that's why I say LeBron is incriminated the most. More than Jay-Z, more than Beyonce. It's LeBron. LeBron might be incriminated more than damn everybody on the Diddy list. This fool's, as of now, it's Stevie J than him. It's Stevie J than him. They're the most two incriminated, I would say. Definitely LeBron and Young Miami. But him, he's the, far as the one with the most to lose, he is the one most incriminated, y'all. Because that's your proof he was the dumbest one. I'm going to say it again, y'all. If LeBron never, ever would have went under Jay-Z, his ass would not be in none of this trouble, y'all, at all. It's because of Jay-Z, man. It's the facts, y'all. He believed in that boy. What happened is Jay-Z is a predator. So when LeBron was in high school, he was watching LeBron back then. See the proof? But I tell you, they get you when you're young. We saw LeBron when he was in high school playing, but the rich people knew about him before that. That's how it worked. You don't know how LeBron gonna be. He already know he getting worried. LeBron. He was praying on LeBron before he came in, y'all. So when I keep telling y'all, they're Geppettos, not just because they touch on people. They prey on young, innocent souls, y'all. I broke it down before. When you're a young man and you're on a basketball court and a grown-ass man say, hey, you want to shoot this gun? That's a Geppetto, man. He trying to turn me out with guns. He preying on me. He preying on me like a predator. Get it? He trying to turn me out to the street life. Told you, man, that's what we're raised in. It's a Geppetto. It's a predatorial prowler. Get it? Innocence. That's how the shit go. Why? Grown-ass man. I can't talk to no grown man sport. I can't make a grown man get down my sports agency. But that young boy that's green, I can brainwash his ass. And then I swear to God, y'all, Jay-Z gonna get his. He's a fucking Geppetto, y'all. Know why I'm telling you that? You're gonna see, y'all. He always try to get younger people. But even to this day, y'all, they always go into HBCUs. So I'm telling you how they've been telling on themselves. LeBron is the proof of Jay-Z. He proud on Jay-Z. He proud on LeBron when he was young. 17, 18. Jay-Z about, you see what I'm saying, y'all? No, he mind fucked LeBron early. That's the perversion. Don't forget it. When a grown-up mind screws you, y'all, that's you getting REPO-ED as a youngster. They perverting you in your brain with filth and lies, and you get it? Brain what? Yes, y'all. That's worse than somebody. That's damn near what, you get what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's what he does. Corrupt their ass. LeBron could have been a good guy coming out. He could have been a good dude, but no, he was groomed by Jay-Z. He teaches you how to manipulate black people to get rich for your own advantage. That's how it works. All right? So no, it's a reason why they're in trouble, because Diddy put their ass in trouble. So I'm saying that to say, none of them checked on Diddy's children. So you're going to see right after that, their ass got in trouble for being around his children. What else? Diddy said to Kanye, when I come home. We said, what we say, y'all? Man, that shit up now. What happened? Charges. So what am I saying? Family is no guarantee. They're not getting out of this one. They not. Because the door's closing. Let's speed the door up, y'all. Let's speed it up. The door's closing, y'all. How we know that? Because we seeing everybody fall. Leo is part of Jay-Z's history, y'all. Leo's at the top running YouTube to this day. Everybody else dirty. Dame is broke. He owed $4 million. We just heard that. He was already broke. He owed $4 million. He's in a hole. He's dead. Finish. All right? Finish. Huh? Quincy Jones controlled both of these girls. Quincy Jones dead and Leah dead. Brandy's still hiding out. All right? Meanwhile, Mace with Brandy when Biggie got smoked, because Brandy know a lot too. The whole regime coming to an end, y'all. Huh? You see this? You only know Jay-Z because that's when he was the favorite. But when you get the executives make you the favorite, and it's only one way they make you the favorite. I'm going to leave it at that. Method Man had no clue. That night, he was not the favorite no more. Even though it was Red and Meth helped put Def Jam on the map after 2000. When that guy named Jay-Z came out, they said, we need that guy right there. They say, Red and Meth, y'all cool, but y'all can't get nobody locked up, man. Or y'all get people high. You know, y'all, thanks for turning out a lot of brothers in the weed heads and stuff like that. But no, we need to get this jail program going. It's called a RICO. Yeah, Rockefeller. They gonna do that. See that? That was Jay-Z flexing, feeling himself. Jay-Z is just like you, a lady. He just like that woman when she feel herself, when she with that man she want to be with. You know what I'm saying? That's how he acting. Like, yeah, bitches. That's what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bitches. Yeah, I got him. I got the prize. He was telling us, I got the bag. That's the money. That's the cash cow. That's the money maker. He got Leo. He the man. I told you. They might not be fruity for you. For that money and them executives, y'all. That's the whole fruity game, man. When you heard about them getting fruity for the money, you think executive. That's why you knew Diddy was what first? An executive. He was an executive. When we put it together that Diddy controlled their ass. Why? He was an executive. Y'all keep forgetting she was a nobody. Not only was she a nobody, how we know nobody's back in the day, y'all. Let's break it down to these idiots that got all their knowledge on social media. Well, when you was a big female artist, you was what? Solo. So if she never came in the game solo, that lets me know she never had no real what? Talent. But when you got the guy that just made Lauryn Hill a star, and Lauryn Hill just finished selling 10 million records, and Wyclef is the hottest thing smoking, you got Wyclef, you got three other people, you dress her all up, but really she's the favorite because of her parents. Her life is predicted, what's going to happen. And after this, when she's going in the toilet, Diddy works the magic, puts her with Jay-Z, 2003, the rest is history. And that's what happened. All right? You're going to get this to your head. Also, y'all, the rumors about the you-know-what, it looks like it. The rumors of her being older than what she is, it looks like it. All right? No, their time is up. It always ends bad for the celebrity, y'all. You heard about Tina Turner, right? Then he said he was Ike. Did he make her eat the cake? Well, in this situation, maybe he got her ass in trouble. Who knows? All right? But I know one thing. You're going to see who they really are. I had to show you this so you bring it back to reality so y'all won't understand. So some of y'all thought you were bigger than the president. Y'all thought you were bigger than all this shit. No, we're going to bring that shit down. She's a regular celebrity. If Wyclef ain't do shit for her, she wouldn't be nothing. All right? Understand that. If her parents wasn't somebody, she would have been gone. And that's the truth. But now, we're going to see how this play out. We're going to see how this play out. Also, don't forget, she ain't in no real trouble because worse come to worse, she going to tell on his ass. Worse come to worse, she going to get all the money. And like I said, I ain't never seen a witch that was loyal. I ain't never seen a witch go to jail. And I know goddamn well her mother worked with magic. In the end, they going to pull a what? Disappearing act. They're going to be gone. Why? Somebody got to get that money. Somebody got to get the money in the kids. Who you think going to get it, y'all? Who you think? Who you think? Let's go back to the original narrative. The original narrative is that I assume is that Beyonce and Diddy are also in cahoots for the simple fact that they go way back, and he put her with Jay-Z, like he put Laura London with Nipsey, like he put Faith with Biggie. We can keep going. So his time is up. She ain't gonna get in no real trouble. And Kanye's against him. Busby out of her home state. You know what I'm saying? He been lost the campaign. So when you look at it, you're going to see everybody, only person running is Jay-Z. That's it. All right? He been running from campaigns. He been getting trolled by Kanye since back then. He always been getting trolled for Kanye since back then. And he's still getting trolled for Kanye right now as we speak. So you still don't see it yet? We already proved what? This fool was Diddy brother more than Jay-Z. Yes, he was. We done proved it already, y'all. No, he made Jay-Z who he is. Truth is, Kanye earned his bones. One day y'all figure that out. We up. Who up? Who up in here? Holler in the chat. Who up in here? It's going down later, y'all. You know how we gonna do. But make sure you get that membership, y'all. All right. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you watch this right here. Make sure you watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Witches of the Industry Part 2. Turn into a boy. Make sure you check that out. It's not a coincidence, y'all. These witches' job is to turn y'all into witches. That's their job. Keep following, y'all. Let me see y'all shave that head. Hey, shave that head, y'all. Shave that shit. Hey, it's okay. Shave it. All right? With the blockbuster on Sunday, y'all make sure y'all be here for that. Secrets of America Part 5. All right? I ain't going to say nothing. Just make sure you tap in on that members only on Sunday. All right? Other than that, we're going to continue on. Hold up. Because we trying to figure out how the hell is Deion Sanders' son broke, y'all? Why the hell all these black celebrities going broke, y'all? What the hell is going on? No, y'all. I was watching something else. How many of y'all saw that old movie Dancing with Wolves? Thank you, Sister T. I'm going to just tell you this, man. When they wanted them people gone, they was killing them buffaloes. The first thing in warfare, the food supply get cut off. Certain things start getting cut off. What I'm saying is, throughout decades and centuries, many so-called nations, tribes, and many people have been wiped out, y'all, or just disappeared. So I've been watching some patterns of certain things, and I was able to put it together how it's the same thing right now. A culture is ended. What's going to save the people from being destroyed is they keep following them cultures. That's how it works. The same thing happened. It always happened like that. There's going to be a time you want to choose, and if you don't choose, then that's it. And that's how the shit works. So I'm just saying that. Hold up. Babes, dense, but dumb folks know when to protect themselves and their children. Yeah. Hold up. That part. Deion unfortunately scammed a lot of single parents with promise of NFL and college careers. He was broke too before using his sons for coaching. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was saying. This fool was broke. He was on NFL Network. He lost his job. Whatever happened, he had no damn job. Because I told you, anybody on TV that was still talking that black talk, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You on TV like that, you'll get out of there. That's his gimmick. So I knew what he was doing. He needed to brand himself as a coach. What he said, what everybody know? Whenever you want to make yourself look great, whenever you want to make yourself like you're a good guy, a good man, when you want to get a certain following and a good look on yourself, you always use the gimmick. You're trying to help those black kids. Because black kids, they're set up for free money. They're set up for organizational money. And they're always the gimmick when you're trying to make yourself look good. I'm here to help those kids. You're going to see everybody that say that shit about kids, somehow they end up getting a whole lot of money, and then you'll hear about kids no more. It happens all the time. It's called a black card when I told you don't work no more. All right? How many black men can you and sold you the dream or you're trying to help your black kids? Because everybody know the narrative. They ain't got no father. The biggest gimmick on the planet. They ain't got no father. The mother, she ain't do nothing. She ain't home. She ain't got it like that. That's the narrative. So what they going to say? I'm here to help your kids. Meanwhile, that really means I'm here to get in your pockets. If you give me some ass, I'll take that too. That's about it. All right? So it was a gimmick, but I think it was a distraction because the people in Jackson had dirty, muddy water coming out their sink. What happened? At this same time, them people got dirty water coming out their sink. Them young men down there playing basketball, excuse me, they was playing basketball too, but they had to play football, y'all, in the heat, in the sun, practicing all summer with no damn water. They had to wash up with goddamn water bottles. He down there, he their coach. While that's going on, Brett Favre is in trouble for allegedly taking welfare money. But really what was happening, in my opinion, certain money was supposed to go to certain community. Some people stole it, scammed it, and they played a blame game. He did it. He did it. He did it. He did it. When it was all said and done, everybody got away. When it was all said and done, DEION still stuck his head up. Y'all over with that court case yet? That court case ain't over yet with Brett? It's over? Okay, I'm gone now. Shit, I did my part. I'm out. What happened? Deion Sanders' job was also to distract the black people of that city because they had no clue a lot of their money was taken from them. It was all a big plot. Their money got taken and they had dirty water. When I told you a long time ago, certain places your people been at, they always gonna suffer. So he was with the shit. So being he did a good job, they gave him a better job. That's right. He only used those black people for a resume. He ain't had no fucking resume. He didn't have no resume as no coach. No, they understood it's a bag. So, like you said, it's a bag. That's why they turn their kids into bags. That's what they do. You don't turn their kid to be no boss, no CEO. You turn your kid to play sports like you. You teach your kid to run, jump, and do backflips like you. You don't teach your son to be no boss, DEION, LeBron. You teach them to be idiots like you. Especially they know the truth. What's the truth? They kids be so dumb, they can't run no damn companies. That's the truth. Willow, Jaden, they be dumb. That's why they can't run no company, y'all. That's what it is. All right? And like you said, they end up pimping their kids. That's what make them Geppettos too. They pimp kids. If somebody's kid got of age, what happened? They was available, right? I meant the Lord of what Kanye West said. What Kanye West said? He think his wife, he think his ex-wife is trafficking their daughter. He said he think they trafficking his daughter. That's what Kanye said. Because he knows the game. When somebody's daughter got of age, who was quick to bring out the house to be in a movie? When somebody's child was of age, who was quick to post their child dressing up with lipstick and skirts? Dwayne Wade. Because they have to pimp their kids. In the real world, you teach your kids to be opposite. If I had a struggle, you ain't going to struggle. If I did this, you ain't going to do it. No, in their job, they're going to flip their kid because they're bad. They're going to pimp their ass. That's right. They also know the game. When your child is a star, you control their money till they're 18 anyway. They know this shit. They all know this shit, man. Time to tell you what they be doing, pimping out kids. Also, shit, if a rich man like my kid and that's going to get me a deal, then that's what I'm going to do. Because meanwhile, we're going to control her money for the next 8 years anyway. That's part of our salary. You're going to see that's what they all do. But when you see them other people and other races, no, their kids going to be bosses over your kids. They ain't teaching their kid that shit. Their kid going to be opposite. You going to notice other people, their kids always opposite. Always. You won't even know who their kids is. You ain't going to know what they do. They always going to do some opposite shit. Always. No, they kid. Y'all know exactly what y'all got to do. You know goddamn well y'all going to be freaks. And y'all going to teach y'all kids to be freaks. Because you know the program. Your mama gave you up. And you're going to get your daughter up. Because that's how it go. You know the game. But see, only thing is, y'all been around so long, that's why y'all exposed. Y'all game is over with, because now we watching y'all run the same game with y'all children. That's why I meant y'all been around too long. It's just like if I hang on the street so long, now I'm on the street with my son. We both on the street. You was going to that same club, lady. Now you in that same club with your damn daughter. You stuck around too long. Now you in a club with your daughter and friends. That's what they be doing. That's them. They stuck around too long. That's why I use that saying, because that's what they did. Haha, we still tricking y'all. No, it don't work no more. It don't work no more. That's the problem. How do you know it don't work? No views, no likes. I love Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. I've been on YouTube for a lot. I've never seen nobody say this in the chat. No matter how much I might love them, I've never heard nobody say that shit out their mouth. That's the problem. You don't love your kids. You don't love your family. You don't love yourself. You always talking about how you love a stupid ass celebrity. Oh, my bad. This shit fake. They did that. That's him taxing himself. They did that, y'all. That shit got 1 like, 1 repo, because that shit was fake, bro. That shit was fake, bro. Oh, man. We up. Top of the top. Who up in here? What's up, Sage? What's up? What's up? Hold up. What's up, Ted? I don't think they're able to see outside. They not, y'all. Because, see, let me go back to this. I love to break this shit down. I tell you, this is shit that I have fun with, y'all. This why, y'all. They are in their own world. So guess what? Anything outside of that, they don't know. Keep telling you that. Some people only know what they told. They all in a world where they know not. They only know what they told. Look at it like this. I got 20 books. I'm going to give these 20 books. I'm going to tell you. These 20 books right here, they got all the secrets in it. All the secrets in these 20 books right here. Don't show to nobody. Matter of fact, don't even talk about it. But these 20 books, all the truth right here. Here you go. Guess what? They believe that shit. Guess what? They believe that shit. Meanwhile, do you really think these people will give you all the truth? Do you really think these people are going to give you 20 books and all 20 books check out to be legit and correct? Do you really believe that? Well, if you do believe that, that's how you know you was living a fake life, and you will understand that they're only trapped in the world because they only know what they're told. They're not told to look outside of that. They don't got common sense to look up out of that. Also, they're so brainwashed, if they look outside of that, they won't comprehend it. It's right. It's right. So I tell you, like I'm always tell you, I know about a lot of stuff, but I'm not controlled by the shit. I know about pyramids. I don't worship pyramids. You worship pyramids, so every time you see a pyramid, you're gonna react. You're gonna certain way because you embedded with that pyramid. You trapped in that pyramid. That pyramid means something to you because you in the pyramid. I'm out the pyramid. So being that I'm out the pyramid, I can go in, I can look, I can do a whole lot of shit. You trapped in the pyramid. That's the difference, y'all. That is the difference. So y'all always talk about this, ancient, that. Well, guess what? Yo, people know how to go in the pyramid and get out the pyramid. What about you? All right then. No, everything means something. What's part of the pyramid scheme? The tariffs. Tariffs deal with what? Taxes. Taxes deal with what? Debt. Okay. Who going in debt? People are. Who else? Corporations going in debt. Uh-oh. Sound like a reset to me. So, being that everything is folding, no more money's going out. That's why we're watching this thing called Rest in Peace Hip Hop, because they cut it out the budget. The money now goes to K-pop. The money now goes to what's that stuff Bad Bunny and them be doing? What's that called now? We know it go to EDI, all that other shit. World music, that's where the money's at now, y'all. No longer rap, closed. No more rap, no more R&B. Finish. Sick. Here's the proof. Sean Kingston was a child star. Well, why the hell you think him and his mother had to scam? They were scamming for luxury mattresses. They were scamming for fucking watches. They were so stupid, y'all. They were scamming for basic shit to keep a fake life going. But if he had a hit song, a couple hit songs, what you think about the average person that ain't never had a hit record, period? I'm going to say it again. It's not a coincidence. A lot of people that you used to see don't hit the live button no more, and you don't see their ass no more because they all doing bad. This fool mother is 62 years old and her ass going to jail. Because this her second time getting caught scamming. She was scamming early 2000s, y'all. She already, his mother been federal. Been federal. This is your brain on music. This is your brain entertainment. This is your brain on what you thought was success and luxury. If him and his mother would have just moved from Florida, they wouldn't be in no trouble, y'all. They don't want to downgrade. So they want to keep playing this role. They want to sleep on $3,000 mattresses and shit. No, it's a pattern, y'all. Y'all watching some shit. Because look, it's no coincidence. Him and his mother broke. They all saying the son getting repo because daddy going for self. Daddy said, y'all made me broke the first time. Shit, I'm about to be broke again? Nah, hell no. You cut off Shiloh. Shiloh, he done it. He bankrupt. Car repo. Done. All that money on fashion. According to court records filed this week, Mercedes-Benz Financial Service is asking the court to let them reclaim Shiloh's 2023 Mercedes-Benz at $135,000. That's the price. A luxury car he bought just a few months before he filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in October 2023. The company says Shiloh has missed 3 months. Come on, bro. He missed 3 months. So, y'all, this is how you know they sorry and they daddy dumb. Somebody stupid. It don't make no sense. He filed bankruptcy, then missed 3 payments after that. What is going on? Bingo. Y'all got the proof, y'all. Man, these black celebrities been living off credit. Man, they been living off lies, man. Only thing is, a lot of them did own their mansion. They did own certain things, but they ain't been having that money they've been betraying, y'all. This shit is done. It's done. How the hell is his son bankrupt? Then getting repoed on top of that. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to salute my people. I know a lot of y'all ain't never been repoed. If you did, don't feel bad. Look at this idiot. I know people ain't never been repoed. Some of y'all done pay houses off, paying on stuff right now as we speak, handling business, making 6 figures, close, on the come up, doing what you got to do straight. Kids in order. Look at these dumbass celebrities. How much more proof you need? Bronny, LeBronjames' son, what's the result? Will and Jada's son, what's the result? What did Kanye West just say about the Carter's kids? I'm going to leave that alone. You got a pattern now, you got proof. What celebrity child has proved to you of this generation they're smarter than their parents or can go to another level? I'm telling y'all, man, the powers that be been studied this shit. They been studying. We been dumbing down y'all generations. Generations get smart as they go on. We made y'all generations get fucking dumber. We did it on purpose. We made y'all generation stupider. How we do it? That's how. No. How we know generations get dumber? Just watch. You can watch it play out through the celebrities, y'all. Your kids do whatever they do, right? Well, if their kids dumb, what do you think your kids is? Remember I said it. Entertainment is one thing. I'm only talking about anybody that believed in this shit. The people that believed in this music shit, they the ones dumb and stupid and finished. If you just like the music, that's one thing. We talking about you believed in the characters. No, y'all. When they sent people in the house to go to school, that was the last nail in the coffin to make all the rest of the kids dumb as bricks. That was also part of the in-the-house program. See, y'all gonna be in the house, y'all grown, but see, our kids, we're gonna get them brain damage. They're gonna be stupid after this. Yeah, they're gonna be so dumb, they're not even gonna be able to comprehend learning off a chalkboard no more. They ain't gonna be able to comprehend shit. Their brain is so scrambled from trending topics. When the teacher talking, it sound like Charlie Brown teacher. Womp, womp, womp. They don't even hear shit. They don't know nothing else but that phone. That's right. Yeah, even though they came out and said it. What they came out and said? They came out and said they admit for a fact that the cell phones have been ruining kids' brain. What else they said? Oh, I'm going to pull this up. They also said it is proven that the chemicals women was putting in their hair was ruining their ass. They admitted that all hair products that them women use had toxic chemicals in it. But guess what? It was said they was going to ban it. They said, no, we're not banning it yet. We're not going to ban it. Let them keep getting those perms. Let them keep getting them chemicals. We ain't banning shit. That's what they said. Facts. It's like I said, mighty funny y'all been under attack. Tainted baby powder. You hearing about y'all hair treatment chemicals. Nails done chemicals. Go to the spot. Go get that stuff put up in you so you won't have no more. Get some more chemicals. That's why I kept telling y'all. Here's the proof. A lot of people don't know. Some of y'all could have been having discharges, all type of shit, but guess what? That shit had nothing to do with sexual diseases. People had no clue. Some of those sexual diseases y'all be getting be coming from pH balances messed up from chemicals. Them chemicals going in your body coming out in a form of infections through your vag. Get it? A lot of this shit I just didn't know, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. There's a lot of stuff been going on. So on that note, you see it, right? They rich, right? But their kids broke. What part of the game is that? All right? Young Thug was signed to them. His ass broke. He went to jail. Jay-Z was signed to them. His name keep coming up in conversations. The $1 million question is, you still think gonna get away? I don't see the right skin color to get away. I only see one person that got away, and I see his skin color. The other guy's skin color to the left of Jay-Z, he in trouble as we speak. Right now, Kevin Lyles. I don't see nobody with the right complexion for the connection to get up out of that shit. Only one that tried it is getting close to it is Beyonce. That's about it. When I told you she the only one close to getting away. She's the only one. All right, she's the only one that's close to getting away. Get it? Because that complexion, bro. I think him, he looked like he's from the tribe of Zamunda. He looks like he's an African mountain. So looks like people from the motherland. Jay-Z is not one of them. All right, on that note, y'all stay tuned, y'all. Happy hour today. I might start early. I'm bored. Stay tuned, y'all. Get y'all shit together. Get ready. It's going down. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Holler at y'all later, man. One, appreciate all y'all in tune. Everything will be timestamped. Yes, they are boring. Yes, they are corny. But that's what happened, y'all. When you're not a good person and you're not naturally, like, you know how some people light up the room? Only way they light up the room is with magic, y'all. Other than that, they corny as shit. They're boring. They only take stage pictures. And don't forget, Wyclef was the Don. Wyclef had beef with Tupac. Don't forget that. Don't forget, Tupac had beef with the Fugees. Wyclef. Why? Because Wyclef down with Haitian Jack. That's why. Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman. All right, he was with the real goons, not Jay-Z, y'all. All right, Wyclef showed. All right, you want a perfect example? Wyclef is your perfect example of how to move in the industry, make your music, stay out the way. Don't try to pull no, you know what I'm saying? Wyclef never tried to prove to us he was the most toughest gangster. He never wanted to prove to us he's the smartest black person. He controls black. He never did none of that shit. He stayed in his role as an entertainer. Meanwhile, he had money and he had a lot of power. And we don't hear nothing about his abuse. Meaning he could abuse a lot of shit because he had real goons with him. He had real people on the payroll protecting him, y'all. He had the real Haitian mafia with him. Real people. So my point is, Wyclef is your example of how all of them were supposed to be. But you're going to see this guy named Jay-Z, he wanted to be a Brooklyn gangster over the industry. So that's why all of their ass in trouble, y'all. Wyclef ain't in no damn trouble. They in trouble for the shit they did, y'all. It's that simple. They turned into New York gangsters and ran the industry like that. Then they taught that shit to LeBron. And they also taught it to Beyonce. Y'all forget part of their shit was ran through fear. Fear. What they kept saying, you better thank Beyonce when you win an award, right? They said it. Adele, all of them know this shit. Kanye had to snap and say, what? Beyonce, you good and all that, but damn. No, he been snapping on them because they been telling you they control shit. They control shit. It's just coming back to them now, y'all. LeBron been controlling shit. Jay-Z been controlling shit. Beyonce been controlling shit because they learned from Jay-Z ass. All right? Jay-Z learned from the criminals from Brooklyn. All right? Brooklyn, home of extortionists, all right? Home of talking your ass out of everything. That's Brooklyn. Talking your ass out of shit without a gun. Because if the gun come out, it's going to be problems. That's what he did to the industry, y'all. If that gun come out, it's going to be problems. So you know what, Nori? Y'all know what it is, right? Don't let nobody say my name. Nobody go against me. All you media outlets, y'all know what's up, right? All right, then. Don't put out no bad news on me and my wife, or it's going to be problems. From now on, all you grown-ups play make-believe. You see some bad news of me and my wife, you play make-believe. Y'all play charades, all right? That's how this thing gonna work. You see bad news about LeBron, you play dead. You play dead. That's how they run this shit. That's how they ran it. Now it's over. We out. One. See why I say friends? All right. And don't forget what's going on behind the scenes with Diddy's lawyer that could lead to a dramatic trial twist. So when that fool say when he come home, maybe that's going to be a dramatic trial twist. Maybe Diddy's going to pull a Nino Brown. You get it? He going to pull a Nino Brown. Jay-Z going to be G-Money. Or Jay-Z going to be, when he say what? That pretty motherfucker. Yeah, he going to be that guy. He going to tell on him. What's up, Theo? What's up, Theo? What's up? What's up, Black Samurai? What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody I missed. Shout out to everybody in the back. Shout out to the new people, man. Appreciate all y'all. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also on the homepage, unlock content. For those who need some stuff to watch, unlock content. What's up, Sandra Love? What's up, Melissa? What's up, Denine? What's up? What's up, Nappy? What's up? All right. That's right. That's right. Them friends, boy. A friend will fry your end. That's right, Ray. That's right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He got an ace in the hole. He got an ace in the hole to get out of jail. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it when it's all said and done. He's gonna ruin that man. That's Jay-Z is his get out of jail card. That's how I look at it. Because I know, according to what's said, and he is the one, he the two. He made him do dirt. It's said that, I mean, like I say, man, we spoke about Prince. It's a lot of shit, but I'm not gonna say nothing. All right. That fool might have told Jay-Z something, and Jay-Z told Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti told Dolph. You get it? Shit like that. Tell y'all, man. Straight up. What's up, LJ? It's the executive, y'all. How you think he became an executive? Then when he was executive, he had to do it to people. And then he became an executive. And then he had to do it to people. And that's how it goes. Only thing is, they're the ones getting in trouble for it. Quincy Jones ain't getting in trouble for this. Quincy Jones did this, y'all. Putting lipstick on them 13-year-olds, bro. Giving them grown woman hairstyles, bro. No, Quincy Jones behind that. That was straight Geppetto behavior, y'all. No, y'all. No, it already happened already. No. See it, right? It's the proof, y'all. It happened already. Aaliyah was getting slutted out since back then, y'all. Straight up. Both of them was. See Jay-Z getting trolled? Y'all will perform for Hillary, haha, and y'all lost. Y'all were campaigning for that blue party hard. Haha. Guess what? Hillary trolled their ass with that shirt. Hillary trolled their ass with that lipstick. Then Kanye trolled their ass again. Haha, Jay-Z, we with Leo, you not. Aha, Jay-Z. Leo gave you that money, but y'all don't rock no more. I'm still with him. All this to Jay-Z, y'all. All this. Trolling his ass. Y'all was campaigning for her like two flunkies and lost. Meanwhile, I was shitting on y'all, calling y'all killers. I was calling y'all all type of shit. I said Mark Zuckerberg boost y'all numbers up, and y'all ain't say nothing. And then I troll y'all after that. Aha, she at our house. You can't come. Y'all ain't want to come to our wedding, right? Well, Hillary here. That's what that was. See, Jay-Z? You with Barry, right? Jay-Z, you with him, right? Well, guess what? This is who we with. We with this, Jay-Z. Then they come back out and say, guess what, Jay-Z? We all against your stupid ass. That's what happened, y'all. I'm not playing. They all everybody you see is against Jay-Z. Or I say this, everybody you see, Jay-Z can't call for no help. I'll make it real simple for you. All right? Just keep watching the movie, y'all. Sunday,